Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, Viterra, Service Equipment, White Ice and East Side Paint and Wallpaper, Asham Curling Supplies, Jiffy Lube, CurlSask, and SaskTel Max.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Affinity Place in Estevan, home to the 2018 SaskTel Tankard Provincial Men's Curling Championship. My name is Sean Joyce, Susan Lang and Kim Hodson with me at our broadcast location. And for those of you who were with us this morning, you haven't even had time to miss us. We've only been off the air for about 45 minutes. We're right back at it here with the A final, our feature game. We're going to determine the first of our page playoff teams, but 3 other games on tap here as well, and we'll try to keep track of all of them. That A final will feature Colton Flash out of Saskatoon, Nutana against Brady Kendall from the Sutherland Club in Saskatoon. The other games on tap, Ryan Dice against Scott Bitts. B event action, that game will be on sheet 1. Our feature is on sheet 2. On sheet 3, C event action, Brent Geddick, the local hometown favorite rink, up against Randy Bryden. Last chance for those two teams. And Steve Laycock against Adam Casey on sheet 4 in a rematch of last year's final.
So good afternoon and welcome, curling fans. Sean alluded to the fact that we had a tight turnaround here. It's a compact day for curling fans. The ice crew is working doubly fast here to get the ice turned around, and they'll have to do that twice more again today. The officials, like it's a long day for everybody here. The officials were all here at 7 a.m. this morning, and they're here till about 11 o'clock this evening. So it's a great curling day. If you love the sport, this is the one for you.
Yeah, and you were saying times. The ice makers, I think, were here at about 5.
Just about set to get underway here, and before we do, let's meet the teams in this A final.
Hi, I'm Colton Flash, skip of Team Flash. My third is Kevin Marsh, second Dan Marsh, lead Trent Knapp, coach Bruce Cordy, and we curl out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Brady Kendall, skip of Team Kendall. My third is Tony Neufeld, my second is Cole Tenachuk, my lead is Chad McKenzie, and we curl out of the Sutherland Curling Club in Saskatoon.
And it was the Kendall team winning the draw to the button for last rock here in the first end. So Team Flash with the yellows, or pardon me, the Redstones.
Line's perfect, guys.
So, you know, you're not surprised when your number 3 seeded team here is in the A final. I think what's the biggest surprise here for most of the curling spectators, that the team that the players rated as number 13 is also in this final. Brady Kendall's team just all recently out of juniors, only by a year or 2 at the most, and enjoying a great first 3 games and knocking off some significant teams to be here in this A final. Pretty exciting moment for this team.
Well, it's true. They've been very impressive in their first 3 games, and a very impressive win over Laycock yesterday. And all 8 players out there in this A final are all in their 20s. So says good things about the sport of curling in Saskatchewan.
Normal. Whoa.
One thing I was going to say about the Colton Flash team, and they've got to remember, I think they were coming into this game probably expecting to play Laycock, maybe, and they have to remember they have to play just as well to beat these young guys, and it's not a bit of a letdown to come out now in the A final against the Brady Kendall team.
Well, Kendall's team went toe-to-toe last night against Steve Laycock, and they played. They were in control of most of the ends. They had Laycock team chasing them.
Yeah, more than
well-placed
toe-to-toe.
Draws, hits and rolls that were working out perfectly. Sometimes, too, you need a little bit of good luck to have your Tankard go well, and Brady's been the fortunate benefit too of twice he's had 2 games where skips have missed last shots and provided their team the opportunity to win. First game against Josh Height, Cody had an opportunity to hold them to 1, and instead Brady took his opportunity there for the 2 and the win. And last night, Matt Dunstone, opportunity to hit and stick to get to the extra end, rolled out, and Brady, they shake hands and show up in this game today at noon hour. But I don't want to take away, this young team has been playing very well. They're very aggressive, good sweep, and no fear.
I agree.
Cole Tanachuk here, second person.
8. We're there right now.
For Brady's team. Don't need to gloss over Chad McKenzie, the lead there with the blue brim on his hat. Will feature him in the next end when he's throwing.
T-line, boys. T-line.
Well, Chad is the old man on the team at 26.
That's good. Nice throw. Atta boy. 14-8. Okay. Normal.
I believe this is the first time the Kendall team has had last rock in the first end. I was down when they were doing the coin toss, and Chad McKenzie was the one that piped up, well, you guys may as well just take the hammer because we haven't had it all year.
Lead.
Well, I think Colton's game last night on the A semi was the first time they'd had hammer also. And it's not like you lose it by much. You draw a side of the button, and it's not enough with some of these last rock throwers.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Good shot. Bye, boy.
Another hit made there, just hangs on to the edge of the 12-foot.
It's easy peel. Easy peel, won't do much.
Into third stones now. This is Kevin Marsh.
Whoa.
Close. Easy peel.
Close. Yep. Hard.
Makes the hit, rolls across, and
Fine.
that one will roll all the way through the back of the rings and out of play.
Good, Kev.
Outside end should be 320. Okay. Spots. Probably good now. 315 is probably close.
Well, for those of you who were with us this morning, we saw Nick Neufeld playing with the Jacobson team. Now cousin Anthony playing here for the Kendall force, and will look to draw to the
Gotta go a bit.
I think you're there.
Line's
intern
fine.
side.
All you guys. Right on the spot. Come on, guys. Gotta be in. Hard.
Russia's really working this. Don't want to end up short of the rings.
Okay.
And it does stop for a corner guard.
All right.
Colton Flash not even thinking about trying for the force around that.
Nope.
If it happens 2 rocks later in the end, he might, but at this point in time, doesn't want to give up the chance for a deuce. Just going to peel that corner guard.
Nice shot. Good toss.
So another chance for Tony to draw weight here.
Better split. Should be good. 6-7 on zone. All you guys. Line's fine.
Kind of unique
Right on the
to
spot.
both these teams out here is we have some first-time skips.
boy.
Brady Kendall in his junior career was usually playing lead. One year he was third there for Jay Kersicorn. And Colton hasn't skipped since his junior days, and just has assumed the position here for this season.
So he's just finishing up a little bit at the end.
Just a little bit.
He's
So just a touch less.
Last step.
Normal.
Clean.
Just
Clean. Clean.
Yep.
Normal.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Hard. Okay, good.
Clean.
Good. Throw flash.
Shot, buddy.
Makes the hit, rolls over into the full 8 foot.
And 2/10 of a second difference in time. So.
We've seen a number of ends like this to start games out, and trick here will be to run this through and make the rollout for the blank.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure if Colton would have had the hammer, we would have seen a different first end with the kind of experience that team has in big games individually there. But without the hammer, he's just quite happy to, right now, keep it open and not give his opposition any jump starts. Be patient, and they'll take their chances when they come a little bit more easily with control of that hammer.
Good normal.
I think, too, they probably went to school on that Laycock game that Kendall played last night, and there were just rocks all over, and Kendall's team could take away a good end from Laycock on one good shot, and I think they're just going to try and avoid that ploy for a little while.
Normal right there.
So Colton will look to make the hit here and stay right there, force Brady to make a play on it.
Same way, son. Yeah. Ideally, just nose it or.
Nose is fine. Nowhere to roll to that's any good anyway.
Normal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Clean,
Clean.
clean,
Whoa.
clean,
Clean.
clean,
Yep.
clean.
Clean.
Yep, yep.
Good.
Good, 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 good. Throw.
Makes the hit, stays right there.
Chad just threw it, right?
Yeah.
Brady Kendall now will have a chance
runs
to
pretty
blank
nice
this
there.
opening end.
Up to you. I like this way.
Want to roll this way?
That's fine.
Feel there?
Top rock.
This is our first look at the Kendall team, and I find it interesting here. They had a little discussion about that one and opting to play for the out turn, which gives them the longer rollout. We'll have to keep an eye on that as the game goes on, but there are teams, we haven't really encountered one yet this week, but there are teams that have a definite turn preference, and you just wonder when he's decided to go this way if he really prefers that out turn.
Yeah.
Good feel.
Yep, yep.
Hard.
Dig, buddy. Dig.
Hard.
Dig, dig, dig.
Hard.
Dig, 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 dig.
They were on this all the way. Wants to roll out and get the blank. Hits it fairly solidly. Anthony Neufeld jumps on the roll and is able to get it all the way through the back. So it is a blank end here in the first. Brady Kendall will keep last rock into the second.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Introducing the all-new heated cab for the John Deere 1R tractor. Simply captivating.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we've got a live look here at Sheet 3, final stone for Brent Geddick.
Clint Dino holding the broom here. Randy Bryden just had a very nice pick to remove shot stone that Geddick did have, so this leaves the force. Brent needs to find full 8 foot in order to count his single point.
Brush is pretty much just cleaning it.
Sean Myers in the cap and Derek Owens. Oh, he's starting to work a little
more
bit
aggressive
harder.
on that brush now. Needs almost a bite of the 8 foot.
Looks pretty good here. So 1 point, 1-0 for Brent Geddick. as they start to prepare for their second end.
And we'll update all of the scores here in this draw.
Scott Bitts is just throwing his final stone, looking to blank. They had a two-ender going, but a rollout there on third, second shot set up the one rock here. So Scott just made the blank, 0-0.
Okay, that's sheet 3, which is what we just saw. We see that it is Brent Geddick 1-0 over Bryden. Now over on to sheet 4. We have our rematch of last year's provincial final. We have Laycock playing Casey, and we are down to last rock coming here now too. And Steve Laycock, who has Dunstone throwing final stones, has a draw for 2 here in the first end.
Just needs a piece of the 8-foot.
Yep.
There were a lot of rocks in play, all in there.
There you go.
Both teams had an advantage at one point or another.
Yep. Yeah, they sure did. There was doubles going back and forth, and I believe Adam just had a double to get out of this, but only got the 1, so it is a draw for 2. Matt needs full 8.
Throws the last stones for this team, just settling into the hacks, and out he comes, and the stone is on its way. Brushers appear to be cleaning it. You'll see it coming into view here in just a moment.
So again, this is a B game. It's a B quarterfinal, meaning that 3 wins are needed to claim the B spot for the major 1-2 game. Nicely done by Matt, and 2-0.
Back over to our feature game here.
Yeah.
So our poor leads got missed again. We'll have to wait till the third end where we get to chat about those first rock throwers.
Talk 12. A lot of late finish here, guys.
You were talking, Sean, a little while ago about some teams that prefer an in or an out or certain tendencies in the way they play. What we don't have the luxury of here is stats. We need to get even more people here to volunteer and do stats on everything, and then we'd actually be able to tell you some of those tendencies. And
Easy early.
Well, I do know, watching Brady, because you know how we come in and show a lot of games last rocks. Brady, if he's had a struggle point on some of his shots, it has been the blank shot. I know a few times we've said there he has the blank and he's nosed it, and once I think he even had a miss on a blank attempt. So those are the tendencies. As a brand new skip, he's not used to those shots. That's probably the one that so here he had the blank, made it. That's a really good confidence builder there. He's used to tick shots. He just has to have a tick shot with a little different variation to it.
He could play the tick instead of the blank.
Exactly.
Hard.
Cole Tenichuk now looking for the run double.
Like that.
Rolls all 3 of the rocks. Well, not quite out of play. The one's still in play. Just the shooter left as a center guard.
More weight.
Yeah. A little more. Yeah, shade more.
So it is kind of fun with these younger teams that are just developing into their teams, you know, when you're newly formed and working through all your dynamics. Cole's a great shooter, but he's always been a player that wears his emotions on his sleeves. You know exactly what he's feeling, and he's pretty, what should we say, dynamic out there at times. Yeah, you can tell if he's really happy or really not.
Keep going, hard, come on, hard.
Looking for a tough scrub here from all 3 people with brooms out there.
Good board.
Puts that into the top 8-foot, but still about half open. Needed about 2 feet more weight to get that dead buried.
Control. Oh, close. Yep.
But at least not being dead buried, though, they're not doing the direct run either. So at least this shooter's going to be out in the open if Cole's able to finish off this shot.
Nice shot. Attaboy. Good throw. Control. You like that? Expect a little bit of curl.
Control. Control. I get a hair bit of finish at the end here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Control. Close.
Yep.
Yeah. Control.
Yep. Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Sounds
Gotta
like
go to hit it. Go.
control for a
Hard.
piece.
A little soft and release.
I know it's just a little soft and release.
Yeah. You're just a little soft.
Nice, a little softer. Split it.
Not sure what they look for control either, but
Split
that
it.
didn't look like much more
Pretty
than
far
above
out.
board weight.
Looks like a half rock. Yeah?
Yeah. I've seen a halfway guard split before.
Hit.
Kendall here with last rock doesn't
Back
really
eight.
want the center guards
Yeah.
anyway, so they're looking at playing the split. Might be able to sit two off this at the very least, get both of them to the corner. One of them should go in. Anthony Neufeld here with his intern.
9-10. Close. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Hard.
Oh, you got
Can over curl the split. Does push the stone into the 8-foot, but
No corner.
that rock that was just thrown ends up as a center guard.
Control.
Colton Flash will now look for the hit and roll behind that by Kevin Marsh.
Well, they were saying 9-10, like 10 meaning it was going to go through the rings, and I don't think it had quite that. Lost the curl there at the end. This morning we saw more curl in the sheet than we had seen yesterday, so I'm curious to see now on sheet 2 as we feature this sheet if it's got the same amount of curl as yesterday or even more than what we had.
Close. No, 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 no. Ow. Hard, 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 hard.
Makes the hit. Colton Flash on the roll trying to get it in behind that guard. Might have gotten edge to edge, but I don't think he's got anything
Edge on
underneath.
edge. Edge on edge. Forward. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Straight up here. Let's make this.
So you can get by the front rock here by a couple of inches, and if he's got just the right weight, you can actually get a piece of it underneath that guard. It curls so quickly at the end.
Close. Yep. Yep. Get ready. Hard. 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 Whoa, whoa.
Ooh.
Great job on the brush to get that by the guard.
Came out the other side.
It's finishing so hard it rolls past the guard.
Just board. Just board. Just board. If we know it's not. Take the roll. Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting some curl, eh?
Yeah. It's probably a little safe on ice, but that's good.
No, I think it's good. I think it's good, Doc.
Board weight.
Okay, I like that.
So even with Colton's intern a little bit more pronounced than Kevin's, they are still giving Colton quite a bit of ice here. They've opened it up a bit. It's bringing his weight down from what Kevin threw just a little bit also, so that also is a reason why opening up the broom here a little bit.
A hair big.
Whoa, then.
Big
No,
board.
no, no,
Big
no, no.
board. Good board.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Squeeze.
Yep.
Roll the
Whoa.
weight.
Whoa.
Hard.
Plan B call here when they realized they weren't going to get underneath. They wanted to make the roll a little more difficult.
Yeah,
Right.
farther away.
And good call from the front end right away. They knew it was more weight than what was called for.
Yep.
Gave Kevin in the house a heads up that
Should move a bit.
wasn't going to come
Yeah.
down as quickly as what they
Throw
expected.
nice. Yeah, just nice. Right on the nose. Control. Straight up. Right on the nose. Okay.
Brady Kendall now make a play on this stone, and I don't know that he'll look for the roll here. You make the roll behind the center from here, and you're going to be behind the tee line.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Well, that's a lot of whoa. You don't want to roll out for sure. Volkanachuk now jumping out on it from the offside, trying to get some curling. Like to hold his shooter. Makes the hit.
And rolls behind the guard perfectly. Unfortunately, we need a 13-foot size ring there to make it a biter.
Get it buried, Dan. Doesn't matter if it's back.
Okay, so anything to prevent a blank attempt.
Ideally
we're on the tee line, but
yeah.
If they can put it in the top, they might be able to steal a point this end, but you're exactly right, and that's what they're talking about. Dead buried. There's no chance for the blank.
But it's not the end of the world if we go back four.
For sure, bury it, right?
Yeah. Back four will be a force.
We'll let you guys know where we think it is. Line's good.
It is
Line's
interesting
good.
what you said, Susan.
Line's
the ice
good.
they took to go around this center wouldn't
Right
have been
here.
enough this morning.
Easy early. Room.
So I don't know if it was that sheet or if everything's just going to be moving more.
Gonna have to finish pretty good.
We're going to find out.
Yep, gonna have to finish. Go. Gotta go, Dan. It's all about getting buried. Gotta go, Dan. Hard, Dan. Keep her going. Hard. Keep her going. Okay, good. Nice buried. Good shot.
Got it buried, and if anything, did come a sliver out the other side. Probably not enough that Brady will make a pass at it. Well, he's looking at it.
Have a piece? Just a sliver.
You can play it with like board.
You like it or not?
Up to you.
Giving up ones the same as what we've been doing all week, right?
Yeah.
Right?
And that goes back to what I said. They haven't had the hammer yet.
Like
Yeah,
heavy
like
board?
I threw it here with control, right?
And we shot by the guard pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, try it.
Okay. Control?
You see heavy board.
Board?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, are they throwing heavy board to get the one?
Okay.
Because that's a long ways
He's
to
looking,
roll.
He's looking to blank.
Force and a steal is the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just board. Like kind of what Tony threw.
Okay. Let us know early.
I've definitely got a piece of it.
You got a piece?
Decent chunk.
I got a piece.
You
I
can
like
throw
this.
control.
No, I like this.
Okay.
Straight up.
Yep.
Well, they're on this right out of his hand.
Whoa! Chad!
Might have a little more than board. It's holding. Now they're trying to get as much curl as they can. Catches a piece of that red. Will it be enough to get it out of the rings? And yes, he does get the blank end here in end number 2. And Brady Kendall will retain that last rock into end number 3.
Get on your game with Asham Curling Supplies. Customize your slide with the all-new Express Ultralight and Club Shoe, featuring the style, comfort, and performance you expect from Asham. Sweep the competition with our Pro Grip gloves and ultralight carbon fiber, composite, and fiberglass handles, plus World Curling Federation approved pads.
Hey folks, I'm Arnold Asham, and for 39 years our product has been satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies, online, in-store, and at your club.
Oh Canada, glowing hearts, see thee rise. True north, true pride, strong and free, both far and wide. This land is glorious, and it's ours, from sea to shining sea.
You're always home on Canada's largest wireless network with no roaming fees.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's quickly update all the scores here in this noon draw.
No score to report yet on the second end. We still have 3 stones left to come, and it looks like there's 1 bits rock in there, and Scott is shooting here to sit 2, but all sorts of rocks in play.
And this is our feature game, and we did see that nice blank by Brady Kendall, so still no score.
1 more stone to come here in the second end. All sorts of rocks in and behind guards here. I think it looked like Randy Bryden was trying to throw a guard to stop Brent Geddick from getting 2 or 3 here anyways. So keep you posted on that. It's a schmozzle down there.
And over here on sheet 4, we still have skip rocks left to come. Actually, we will just have 1 skip rock left to come, that being Adam Casey's, and he will be looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
6.
6. Oh, I didn't count very well. Oh, there's 2 back there. There you go. See, I've lost my glasses. 6 red. Having said that, the good news is they're all behind the tee line. So just draw full 4 for his 1 point. As Susan would say, this would be a routine draw.
Against 6.
Against 6.
So Adam Casey just settling into the hacks now. We'll stay with this shot.
I just heard too, we have 400 kids coming into the arena from Estevan, which is all awesome. We'll get a little bit loud.
At least 2 classes here already, I think.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red.
Sweepers jumped on this right away. They have not let up yet.
Now they
now
are.
Starting to back away at the hog line.
He's got backing there too.
Almost a piece of the 4-foot to get there. He actually does need a piece of the 4-foot to get his single point. And
nicely done.
We'll put it full back 4. Boy, that was starting to curl.
And not stop slide. I think it hung on.
I think it's 1 yellow.
I think it stopped in time, but I'm not sure. They not sure who it was from Laycock's team, whether it was Matt or Steve himself that was there to kick the rocks away and then realized that rock might slide too far, but they were awfully late getting on the brush. I think they've called for the measure.
Well, it'll be 1 point either way.
And they have called for the measure, so we'll have to let you know how that turns out.
5. Goal line.
It's good. 5.
Whoa.
5.
Gotta move.
There,
Gotta move. 6. Whoa.
Well, if that turns out to be a steal,
We're there.
no matter how that worked out, it wasn't swept very well because they swept that most of the way down. It ends up a little bit heavy, and then the Laycock team didn't realize that was going to be as deep as it was, and didn't really get more than about 2 brush strokes on it.
No, they were all at the backboard having water and everything, and just sort of taking their coffee break.
Nose isn't terrible.
Not paying as much attention as
Try
what they
roll
could.
a bit. Solid board. Okay. Go down solid board. Solid board. Oh, wait, skip.
On this one right away. Looking for the hit, and they like to roll just under the guard.
Hard, no roll.
Makes the hit.
Real good.
Great job by the brushers to hold the line. It does roll just a few inches to be underneath the guard and directly in front of those 2 stones in the 4-foot. Brady Kendall eyeing up the run back.
Hey, buddy.
Cole Tanachuk. Be throwing some big weight here with the in turn. I'd like to get this onto the stone at the top of the 8-foot. Get at least 2 moving. You might be able to take out all 4. I don't want to hit it on that side though, because then the yellow one is the only one that goes for sure. Does kill 2 of the reds, but leaves red stone at the top of the 4-foot for shot rock. Behind cover.
I like to throw a 1 zone. Could throw 1 guard. Do you like a 1? Don't hit it. He's gonna play the run double if you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't mind a 1 for now. Yeah.
Good call.
Opting for the long guard here.
Close there. Okay, I'm just gonna
2.
Okay, that's too deep. Off, Kev. Off, Kev.
2.
Needs to curl. What?
It's 2, isn't it, Kev?
Yeah, it's
almost to it. Just short.
I'll just leave it. Just leave it. It's short.
We're okay.
Line's fine. So.
Nice.
Okay.
Good. Shot.
Double peel
Same shot.
attempt here.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Great shot. Oh boy, great shot.
And that's why this team is in this A final game. This has been what they've been doing to all their opposition.
Well, we see some of those double peels and run things back into the rings from time to time, but that one was especially difficult. How thin he had to slash it over the top to get it coming back.
Don't mind us normal, yeah. Yeah, I like we want to.
So still an opportunity here for Colton to keep some pressure on and keep a force alive.
Good look at that there in the replay. You could see he was just about a quarter of a stone to get that over the top enough. Any thicker and it actually drives that guard by the
back one. And because it was so thin, that's why it stuck around in the rings. Or didn't move them, I should say.
Go, go, go.
Good. Nice, Kev.
Still with that hit and roll into the 12 foot, it is the Flash team sitting 2, looking to force here in the third end. They'd look to get a chance with the hammer themselves.
Yeah, pretty even. No chance of a double now, but lots of rocks to come.
Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Wow.
Not sure what happened there. They didn't jump it out of his hand, and then all of a sudden,
I expect this to be quite
over curls, rolls out, gives
similar to the other drill.
Kevin Marsh a chance to split the rings a little wider still.
Yeah.
A rock behind the tee line. But it should run there.
Good clean.
It should run nice though.
Just tee.
Tee or deeper? Deeper than tee. Need
Really?
back 4.
Close.
Easy. Gotta be back 4 at least. Yep, gotta go. Gotta go, guys.
We're tee. We're good.
Gotta
tee.
go. Deeper and tee's better. Okay, really good.
Really good job.
Nice shot.
Really good job. Make a roll over. Try for a bit of a roll. Yeah, may as well try to roll it big. I think.
Looks like the Kendall team's going to look to play the hit roll, try to get these grouped together. The other option, you know, you're down to 3 rocks here. If you're going to get forced, those 2 rocks are both behind the tee line.
Yeah, you could use either one.
Well, even if you make the freeze good, force Colton Flash to blast it out, you
Now you
still
got
might
your
bring
blank.
the blank back.
Yep.
Roll it. That's good.
Makes the hit, stays right there.
What kind of weight do you like?
I like control. Control around the edge should be really close.
Colton Flash will look to hit this and stay right there. It's still,
Control weight.
don't think there'd be a double. It would be an awful long ways across and still fairly flat.
Control.
Good.
Yeah.
Control. Clean. Yep. Yes. Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
We're on this one right away. Has to hold the shooter in the ring somewhere.
Good.
It's good sweeping.
Makes the hit, does roll into the edge of the 4 foot. And
Must have surprised him with that. That was a pretty intense yell.
I think you want to throw this turn at it. Into it? Yeah.
I don't, just trying to watch Colton here and see what explanation he's given. I think they're saying they need a little bit more ice.
Throw as hard as I can.
Well, we do know things were really moving this morning, a little bit more than yesterday. Not sure that this sheet is doing the same, but could be the case.
Try it.
it sounds like they're going to try the double. It's a little surprising that they're going to play the out turn at it,
Get it
though.
as far over as you can. I'm gonna throw as hard as I can, really.
You get a little more action with the out turn, but you get the flatter roll with the in. Brady Kendall with the big weight here.
Whoa. Yep.
This is where he threw his blank in the first end with his out turn.
Whoa.
Makes the hit,
And there it
comes
goes.
across, and
Nicely
does
done.
make the double. Should give him a chance to blank this end now. Colton Flash
Control. Yeah.
look to make the hit on this stone, stay right there. Well, just a little bit of a mistake by Colton Flash over curling on his first stone rolled to a spot where Brady Kendall,
Let's throw.
Nice
the former
double.
lead, Susan mentioned. Where did the lead learn how to throw that hard?
Really?
That's right. Well, same thing too, you know, just a teeny little mistake there in the second end, an oversweep on Colton's last rock, trying to duck behind that guard. It overcurled and gave Brady just that sliver to aim for, and got the blank there instead of the force.
Yes! Yeah! Yes! Gotta go!
And once again, they're on this rock right out of Colton's hand.
Hard! Right to it, boys! Hard!
Makes the hit. Now, will it stick around?
Great hold.
Anthony Neufeld trying to get it out the back, but it will hang on for.
Good news is you don't have
Full
far to
back
roll
12.
to blank this end.
And another chance for Brady Kendall. Make a hit and roll out to blank the third.
Nice deal. Make it good. Gonna throw a little less weight this time. I won't extend like that again, I don't think. Unless I slide really bad. A little uncharacteristic, but it works. Just firm normal. Yep. Yep. Dig, buddy. Dig. Hard. Hard. Dig, 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 dig. Hard.
Jump the brush on this early. It's really curling. Looking for the rollout.
Great
Makes
shot.
the hit and does roll easily out of the
done.
rings. He's got the blank and will keep last rock again into the fourth end.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
The crown jewel has been stolen. For almost 40 years, it has been kept far from its home. Saskatchewan. The time has come. So don your green and will your team back to glory. This Tim Hortons Briar. Be there for history in the making.
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, we've got an update for you on all the scores here in this noon hour draw.
Ryan Dice had the opportunity for a double on his last one in the second, only got the one rock. Scott could have opted to draw for his two, but he played a really great double, hit second shot onto about fifth shot. What that did was gave him 3 points. It was a fabulous shot. They're just on Skip's rocks now in the third end, but it's a 3-0 lead for Scott Bitts.
And this was our features game, and we did see the very nice blank by Brady Kendall, so still no score over on our A final.
Big trouble for Randy Bryden in that. I was looking at the coach there. He had to draw just a teeny little piece of the button, came up just a couple inches short. Brent Geddick with the steal and a 2-0 lead.
And we did see the draw by Casey there to get his 1 point. And so the score there now 2-1, Lakehawk over Casey, play in the third end.
And just to confirm, we thought they were going to a measurement in that game when we left. We had seen the draw. As it turns out, it was an ineligible sweeper that took that stone behind the tee line, so they did not have to measure. Adam Casey gets his single point.
So Sean, the ineligible sweeper was, what happened there?
Well, behind the tee line, it can only be the skip or the vice of the non-throwing team that can sweep. And we had talked about how they weren't really ready to sweep. There was one of the players was ready to kick the rocks off, thinking it was going to be a single point, and it turns out that was Kirk Myers. He's actually playing second this year, and it's just a reflex. He went to sweep, but nobody else was there to sweep it anyway.
Yeah.
However, he's not eligible to sweep behind the tee line on that shot, so they did not have to go to the measure.
So it pays to know the rule book.
Hard! Hard!
And looking for the corner freeze there, just a little bit warm, rubs off, sits beside it.
Yeah, I like that.
And we're joined here in this fourth end by the co-chairs of the
Good board.
organizing committee here, Helen
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
Bornwald and Leah Moriarty. Thanks for joining us, ladies.
Just be patient.
Yeah, it's been a great turnout where everybody's showing up here to support our local guy, and which is great. So it's been fantastic.
All the way, Cole.
Have you had a chance to really watch any of the curling, or have you been busy with stuff behind the scenes?
Well, in the beginning, we were running, and it was just trying to get everyone and everything rolling. But now we've had the opportunity today, I think, to sit down and watch some curling.
Well, and I know, Helen, you've had probably the hardest job between the two of you, because not only have you had your duties as co-chair, but you've also had to keep your husband from causing any extra trouble.
And that is a full-time job in itself.
Well, all I know is that we are really impressed. You guys are treating us very well back here. We've got coffee, we've got food, we've got all sorts of things. The volunteers have been fantastic.
You play a really big part in this, so we want to make sure that we have everybody involved. That's what they need, and everybody's happy.
So all this work is going to a good cause. What are you targeting funds that you raise here at the Tankard?
Our curling club, we're definitely ready for some upgrades there, so definitely going to put some money towards that and pay it forward. Estevan's had some major events here in the last couple of years, and everybody has paid it forward, so in turn we'll do that as well.
Sounds good.
How many, this was quite a while in the planning, as I understand, because as a former curler myself, I was playing on tour and talking to Brent Geddick about this, and it seems to me that it was even as far back as 3 years ago that this whole process started as far as the talks to get things going here.
Brent's been a huge part of this as a member of our board for the curling club as well, and being on tour and competing at provincials himself. So the city of Estevan came to us and said this is what we want, and we said this is what we want, and 3 years later here we are. So it's been one full year of planning though. Helen and I and 2 others went to Tisdale last year to see what they did, and from then we've been full force ahead.
Well, you've done a fantastic job. Kudos to you guys. Everything seems to have gone extremely well, and what a fantastic facility too.
We're pretty excited to showcase our facility, and the team that we have behind us has given us 100% support, as you can see, so is our community.
Yeah.
So any specific projects at the curling club that are in mind when you said that there are some upgrades and improvements that you would like to do?
Okay, nice control, just straight up.
There's a few little things we need. I don't know specifics, but there's just a little list that we got going. And we'll see where the dust settles and where we go from there.
Well, we were listening last night when the 50-50 draw was done, and quite the pot you had last night for Thursday. Here's we've got 4 draws on today with a Friday. Every reason to believe it's going to be even bigger tonight.
Let's hope so. 4 full draws today, carrying it throughout the day, so it'll be a nice one at the end.
Yeah, it should just get bigger and better as the weekend goes on. Crowds,
actually,
everything.
The first 12 minutes, they had sold 400. By the time 21 minutes, they were at 700. So now it's almost an hour, and I'm not sure what the number is right now. But I'm sure our goal is to try and double what we had last night.
Fantastic.
Not able to make the roll under cover there, but does sit for shot rock.
You like control?
Yeah.
Well, we had the extra end game this morning, and as much as that's a little taxing for us and the ice makers perhaps, and a few others on the turnaround, you have to be hoping for games like that all day long. That keeps people in the building. It certainly is exciting. It helps build the suspense and the drama, and maybe get some of these people to pick a team to get behind. We've had some school kids here today and yesterday and the day before.
We actually have over 500 students between the last 2 days that are coming here and viewing that, and the curlers have been outstanding, just cheering and acknowledge them, high-fiving them.
Yeah, that's all great. And I know it always helps to have the hometown team out there too, so cheering them on as well.
They should be getting a few more cheers here this morning with all these school kids around.
I think so.
Rube. Top 8. Line's a little tight. Oh, line's good. Line's fine.
That's something that these players are going to have to get used to, whoever goes to the Briar.
That was a little noisy in here for an 8 o'clock draw this morning.
It was, and
kudos to Ashley. She did some wonders with those kids.
And if they happen to be cheering one sheet while you're throwing on another sheet, something that they're going to have to get used to. And you don't always get that in a tankard. We get some decent crowds, but you need that little bit of young blood to get that loud in the morning.
We're not sure they knew what they were cheering for, but they were definitely cheering for something.
I think they liked it at their desk. They liked it when the rocks were moving, that's for sure.
We saw the one, the 4 rocks went flying, and they all...
they got really excited.
Then a really nice draw was made on the next shot.
No one cared.
I don't think it's there, but it might be.
When I asked them, I said, would you rather be at school today or would you out here? Heck no. We'll come here any day.
Well, we noticed on Wednesday with your junior stars that were going up with the opening ceremonies with the players. They all had a good time, I think. We heard something about the luncheon yesterday with some of them have made some new fans, but they got quite the tour of the facility. Like, it wasn't just talking to the players. I happened to notice them talking to the ice maker, and he was showing all his equipment, and that has to be fascinating for this. I find it fascinating. The kids have to.
We can't thank everybody enough for getting behind our junior stars. It's been fantastic. They went upstairs, seen how the time clocks work. Darren and his guys gave them, like I said, with the ice, a little bit of what's happening, and the players themselves. Wow, they took those kids under their wing and made it memorable. That's for sure.
Just need to hit a little flicker, all good to hear. Back to our feature game, you know, someone's looking at the scoreboard saying, oh, 3 blank ends, and it's almost looking like that might be a possibility again here. But there's been a ton. I know, I was just going to say that.
That was just about a plus shot, getting 3 somethings out of one shot
there. A ton of rocks
there.
in play, and now all of a sudden we're probably down to a blank end again.
That was just within a whisker of sitting 2 yellows based on 3 guards and your shooter. That was an incredible shot. That would have been really in something if that rock had stayed in the back 12 foot. But I did hear Colton talk to his team and say we just have to stay patient, like they keep talking to themselves here, and just they're recognizing that this Kendall team is the real deal and making everything, so just don't get impatient.
Helen, how many volunteers did it take to put this all together? Do you have kind of a number on that?
When we began the journey, CurlSask said we should have approximately 100. We have over 160 volunteers.
Wow, that's good support, and I would imagine most, if not all of them, active members of the curling club.
Active members, some people that don't even know anything about the game have come out, and they've traveled an hour, 2 hours to come in to help us this weekend.
I think what really impressed me was driving through Estevan and the number of merchants and businesses that feature the tankard on their storefront. On the radio they've worked the tankard into their ads. It seems like there's been a great business support for the event also.
Our sponsors have been outstanding. We can't thank them enough. The radio has done an outstanding job, and our local Mercury newspaper, the media coverage is really unbelievable for us.
And even today, Power Dodge is supporting complimentary coffee for everybody. Everybody.
All day long.
Power Dodge is a big sponsor of our curling club. It's actually the Power Dodge Curling Center at the Estevan Curling Club. So we wouldn't be in the position we are without Power Dodge. So it's been awesome that they're here supporting this as well.
Yeah, you have a ton of sponsors and a ton of great sponsors, which is fantastic. And exactly that, we wouldn't be here without the sponsors.
It's been a long time since there's been a curling event in Estevan of this magnitude, so everybody's excited for it, especially being at Affinity.
Yeah, I agree.
Colton Flash with his final stone here in the fourth end. Just looking to put this into a spot where Brady Kendall will have to make a play on it, and they're hoping maybe they could get a half a mistake, maybe get a nose hit here.
But back of the ring, so here comes that blank again, and
we
same
know he
way
loves
again,
his
we're going to
out-turn
play the
here,
out-turn.
It does appear that he likes that out-turn.
Yeah, longer way to roll.
Yeah, so you know Colton would have liked to have stopped it just a little bit shorter, make the roll a touch bit longer, but certainly has picked up on Brady's tendency to throw this out-turn, so that's why he put it on that side of the rings.
Yep. Clean her up, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa! Clean her up.
Brady Kendall, fourth in a row with a chance here to blank and retain last rock. No mistake, that will roll out of play.
Yep.
Helen and Leah, I want to thank you ladies for joining us. I know, Helen, you got to get back and make sure Devin's not doing any damage.
Thank you for having us, and great job again. We're looking forward to the rest of the weekend.
And so are we.
All right, people, let's get to work. Lights off.
Ma'am, there's someone at the door. Unknown male, might be a salesman.
Take care of it. You, drop the temperature. I'm roasting.
Ma'am, your straightening iron. Shall I pull the plug?
Yes. While you're at it, leave room for milk.
Introducing the all-new heated cab for the John Deere 1R tractor. Simply captivating.
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, we want to thank Leah and Helen for joining us here. While that fourth end was underway, there were some things going on the other sheets. We'll quickly update you here.
Yes, that was a force that Ryan Dice had to do, so he made his shot, and it's 3-1 Scott Fitz down to, oh, they're only about halfway through the fourth end here.
And over on our feature game, we saw another blank end, so still no score in the Flash Kendall A final.
Brent Geddick on his last one was trying to run his red center guard into his red one on the top 12 foot, into the 4 foot where there are about 3 rocks, and bump out the Bryden stone. As it turned out, he didn't curl quite enough, took out his own second shot, providing Randy the opportunity for a draw to the 4 foot for 3 points. No mistake from Randy, and it's a 3-2 lead here in the fourth.
Well, here on sheet 4, we still have 2 skip rocks left to come. A lot of rocks in the rings here. I believe Adam Casey is still sitting 1, possibly 2 in there. But anyway, 2 rocks still to come. Not sure if we're going to see that house or if we're going to go back to our feature game. We can update you later. Back to our feature game. Center guard has been thrown.
14.5. Nice shot.
Nice come around, perhaps a little deep.
Sorry, boys.
Colton Flash now looking for the freeze on top of that stone.
Top 4.
Yeah, it's a long, just off the center guard, and I'm sure Colton would certainly like a point up on the board here either way going into this fifth end break. So probably going to push it a little bit here to get somebody to score.
Okay, just don't bounce. Line will be good if you don't bounce.
So this is
Line's good with no bounce.
Trent Knapp's second stone.
Shot. Shot, Trent.
And if you thought you heard the last name of Knapp earlier today, you did. That was his twin brother Kelly curling on Josh Height.
Throw us a touch last goal.
But at least we can tell those two boys apart.
Yeah.
As the Knapps are not identical twins, not like Kevin and Dan.
Just a 6. 5 right now. 4. Okay, go then. Full stay in. Keep going. Hard, boys. 4.
Wanted to freeze down to that stone. This is going to be well short of that.
Give it. Go, 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 go.
I heard the sweepers calling 4, which would be top 12, and even then I thought that was pretty optimistic.
Yeah, they're good sweepers, but I don't think they're
not quite that good.
So Colton asking Dan Marsh to replicate what Trent just did and come sit down on top of this rock here on the 4-foot.
Top 8. We can wait.
Yeah, top 8, top 4.
Okay, top 4's too deep right now.
Top 4.
It's too deep.
It's running.
T. Okay, go, 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 go. Back T. Back T.
More weight here than what they were looking for, so they've made a decision to try to come around those two. They don't want to disturb the angle on the two that are already there.
Now they want to stay in the rings.
Okay.
Well, that's disappointing when you're...
I don't mind it now, Brady. Just... Okay. Okay, cool.
Things getting a little cluttered here for the Kendall team, so now looking to make the double peel. Might be able to run it back and get some stuff moving in the rings.
And they've done this a lot this game already. They've had about 3 instances where their peels have worked out well for them in the house.
Makes the hit, does catch the second guard, but runs it by the ones in the rings. Does open up the middle, though.
Because Cole Tenachek, who just threw that stone, has had 3 great peels like that where he's bumped everything and moved everything around in the rings or removed rocks. So right about now, still a great shot by Cole, but can only give him half marks. No. So what's nice for Cole, too, on his shooter, he's left a very good corner guard up there.
Easy,
just
boys,
two and a half.
Line's good, line's good. Just go all the way.
2.5.
Line's good,
Just
keep
go all
going.
the way, Kevin. Yep,
Yes.
good.
Go, Kevin. Am I going or not? Yes. Yep, 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 yep. Go, 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 go.
Good
Dan
adjustment by Dan.
Making the guard.
I like it.
Dead in line to that
Get over curl a bit.
second
That's
shot,
good.
still in the red stone at the top of the 4-foot.
Speed's good here.
I like
You can
this
throw 320. Yeah.
So Cole, after all these big weight peels, has to dial his weight down here and try to find the top 4-foot.
Don't mind the speed.
Speed's close.
Yeah, I thought that might peel again here.
6, 7.
We're there right now.
A little big. A hair big.
Just running in this spot too. It's
Like to get to the nose at least, if not the inside of that red stone.
It's not bad. It's good.
Gonna tap it on the same angle, so the red is still lined up to that yellow stone that they just tapped back.
Top 12 even. Top 8. This is really slick here, Kev. Top 8. Trent, you like the same weight he threw coming this way or even less? Similar to that one. Where was my weight that time? Well, it's going to be close to T. Yeah, top 8. Top 8.
So Kevin Marsh now looking to come and sit on top of the 3 stones and 4-foot.
Good extension. Top 4, top 8.
Top 12.
Close. Top 12.
Just top 12, guys. Light to weight. Line's good. Line's good. Line is good. Line's a little tight. Yep. Line's tight. Yep.
all of a sudden it goes from line is good to line is tight.
Hard.
Oh, touch.
Looking for the minor little redirect.
Terrible. Okay. I still think I can get to that red and just tap it.
In turn?
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna have lots of time here, 25 minutes.
Anthony Neufeld making his way down. He wants to take a look at the angles.
I don't know what's the call here. Like you could go, you do this.
How's our time looking
Like
this time?
those two are gone, but it's not really that good.
What about this way? Like, just get the three, kind of roll it over.
Just make this straight double.
Yeah, like just a hair off, like 7/8.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Make it this way. If you clip this, it's not the end of the world because we're staying right there, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
If you
though.
clip the yellow, you're going back onto that
I don't
red,
think you can clip the yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 3. Okay.
And just double peel the top two. But just off nose.
So looking to make the double peel. You heard him say the the guard and the one at the top of the 12-foot. Now he's looking to hit it, as we're looking at it here, just a little to the left-hand side, so it'll flip that one in the top 12-foot on the right-hand side. They'll each go out one side. He may clip one of the stones in the rings, but that's not really what they're playing here. Just want to clear up the front. And actually just drives it by the stone in the 12-foot.
No, is that good? What?
Colton Flash now surveying the situation.
I guess we could.
I think he's wondering if it's too soon to try the little bump up.
You don't like anything on this top one?
Huh?
You don't like anything on this top one?
Kevin's made his way down to take a look at this.
No.
I'd be scared this is coming by if you're hitting on this angle.
That red is gone in the middle, right?
Huh?
That red is gone in the middle, right?
This, if they hit like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
But are both...
You put it, like, I mean, this is tough, but he put it here, it's a really good shot.
Why don't we just throw guard again?
Just throw guard.
That's what I'm wondering.
He's got nothing on this side, because anything this way, it's just nutting.
That's true.
Just dragging straight and nutting in there.
Corner guard.
You can throw a guard, I don't mind that.
Guard out. Okay,
this is more of a shot on my last.
Yeah. Okay, where do you want to guard? Like the...
You want to guard this side, right here.
Okay.
Kind of right where it was is pretty good.
Just make him even a little higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colton's already got a nice angle on the yellow-red onto the yellow shot stone. You don't want to play that this early. You don't want them to have a chance to mess it up, so throw the guard, keep them peeling for a little bit.
It's close.
It's not hot. It's not hot.
Just two.
You want it to over-curl this center line, though. This has got a lot of room.
Got to cross center completely.
Go ahead, Trent. Go ahead, buddy.
Got to cross center.
Go ahead.
Hard, Trent. Hard. Keep
Boy,
going.
they were calling two on this, and that's not going to get to the halfway point. A little bit higher than what they had in mind.
I like that.
Not quite as much curl as they wanted, but it's high enough. That's pretty good spot.
Yeah, it's like board weight.
Do you try to chip this?
I don't think so.
Is it good if you do, though?
Because
that's a pretty high guard right now. You do this right now. Chip it. Like this is moving off there.
I just don't want to ever give him like a nice hit and roll under, right?
Yeah.
I don't mind just making it. If you touch it, that's okay, but...
I think you want to just touch it.
Okay, let's just touch. Just board, though.
Yeah, board, yeah.
Like, stick around here.
Yeah. Board?
See a decent chunk of it, so...
Yeah, like if you...
Are you ever trying to touch the yellow or just
yeah,
straight
we're
by?
going to try to touch it. Just clip it.
So I think they're trying to open up the scoring area here.
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's dangerous to try to touch that one at the top of the 4-foot. You're liable to just push the red up into shot rock position.
And they know that's what Colton wants for his last one, and then they'd be in some trouble. So trying to avoid giving that to Colton.
And I don't think Brady's looking to touch the front one. I think it's Anthony that thinks that's the way to go. I'd be scared to move the red up to shot.
Hard.
Makes the hit. His shooter rolls over to the corner, does stay in the rings.
I think the one in the back 12 is still out counting it at the time, before the time.
Is that even relevant?
No, it's irrelevant. That's a good way to get to it. That's
it is open.
Yeah. You could just go here, too. And if you just nuzzle it into here, it's not terrible, but it freezes the call.
I don't mind the pass. That guard is so high.
Yeah, no, I think we just play here. You're only moving
Call
it 2
coming
inches.
from the other end. Why don't we just hit shot rock?
Yeah, or play T-line weight.
Yeah, that's perfect, yeah.
Shot rock is
is
wide
kind of
open
helping
right now.
you. It's open, but if you can get that little nudge up, it's actually kind of helping you.
Except that the red's going to move a little bit farther over and you'll be able to pick it.
Right on T-line draw.
Yeah, and you got lots of real estate to do
Thinking
that.
here?
Like what else do you see
Intern
then?
pick. Like,
what?
It just looks like they love the intern pick.
Edge 8?
I think edge 8.
Kelly Knapp seeing that. They'll have the intern pick through the hole.
Yeah, we're tapping, tap. Yeah.
Now the way this finishes, you could actually get past the nose of the yellow on this out-turn draw attempt and tap it that way, and
then that
your
protects
shooter
the-
would protect against the pick.
Just T-line. Just T-line? Like even if we're frozen up the end of the rope.
But I think, too, with Colton coming in here to the top 8, it could give him potentially something to work with if Brady does do something spectacular on his first one.
Close. One. Where? Back 8.
Back 8 is not what they were looking for weight here.
Whoa. Never. No. Whoa. Yep.
And now they're calling T, so it's not as heavy as they thought in the first place. Got a nice line coming in now. Do they still have enough weight to make the tap? Perfect line. They just lost the weight.
Yeah, they got really fooled. But it did protect
That's up
that
in an
in-turn
interesting
pick,
spot,
though.
yeah.
It got across the nose, what we sort of talked about.
I guess you can pick that.
It almost.
Colton's probably got shots on both sides, and I don't know that Brady's got anything good.
You might play this.
Could almost play that.
They've called timeout.
You might play that.
I can almost play that.
What do you guys thinking?
That's pretty flat. Like,
we're not set up very good.
No, I know.
Peeling it, maybe, yeah.
well, I think we still have a chance for a deuce here.
Well, yeah, peeling.
You just got this draw right now.
Peeling's good.
Peeling has to make it perfect. You can nose it, and it might even drag higher.
I don't mind peeling. If we peel, he might pick this. No, I don't know.
Yeah, he might get it.
He might just.
He picks it. If he picks it, you have this for 2.
Yeah, true.
Just nose, yeah.
He can't pick it.
And
Yeah, I think peel.
You can't hammer this. He might tap, but then I think we'll have something.
Peel's a shot.
Yeah, I
If we
think.
can hit it thin enough
Let's
to
try.
maybe take
Yeah,
that
let's
3.
try this.
Yeah.
Straight to the pin.
Right there, probably, yeah.
Yeah, just make the peel.
Yeah,
make
yeah,
the
yeah.
peel, yeah.
I think I want a little more.
I like this call. Makes sense. I like this call.
This whole situation is just to make sure that they have some kind of a shot available to them at the last one. They don't really have anything good to throw at in the house right now. And if you don't peel the guard and Colton Flash makes something good, you might not have a shot to score.
That is good.
Yep. Hard.
Well, they call the sweep on right away.
Hard.
Has to get his shooter out of the way here. No problem with that. Now Colton Flash has a decision to make.
It's just like control, not it there. Then this one's not going anywhere, right? It shouldn't move, right? And then I don't know what he has for 2. Then there's a. Well, there won't be a double.
Is that you making all that
What are you
noise?
thinking? Like if you just do this with like control and roll out, not it here. I don't see a shot for 2. We're gone. That's not really there if it's here anymore. This one's out counting that one anyway. I kind of like that, I think.
Okay, if you like it, let's go with your gut.
Okay, control. Yeah. Trying to hit a quarter rock.
Okay. And roll
So
out.
this is gonna. It's gonna nut. It's gonna nut on there.
So then we'll have.
It's right here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything, I don't think.
Oh, because then this will.
This shouldn't move, ideally.
right.
That's why I want to throw control, so it doesn't move.
Right, so then it stays that stagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Control, right, bud? Yeah, right there.
Well, it needs to keep a couple of reds in play so that this
Yeah,
side yellow 12-foot biter never does come into play.
That won't be the problem. The problem is going to be, and I think he's right. I like what he's looked at here.
Control.
If he hits this and it dead nuts on the one in the button area, the red-yellow combination at the front, the angle's not going to change, so they won't go onto that stone. There won't be a double available, and not only will there not be a double available, I'm not sure how Brady Kendall scores.
Yeah.
He might have to play the same angle yellow onto the red that gets pushed back.
Yes! Hard! Hard! You gotta go!
Makes the chip, and exactly as Colton said, it sits right there, and I think the only shot Brady Kendall's got to score is the exact same shot he just saw. Now they're wondering if they can spin it in.
I think you gotta play hack if you want to make it for 2.
Okay.
Might be able to.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Like you can even play it with.
Here's the hit where you can see him. I like hack.
Yeah, I like hack.
It's the weight he needs. We saw how much that curled though with that pretty firm weight that Colton had. So
touch more.
Tough line call, you know, as you bring the weight down.
It's tough. It's tough to try to stick it anyway. I mean, if you're throwing hack weight, there's a good look at it. You can only see just over half. Well, if you've got hack weight, that's still about another 12 feet of weight at the point that you made contact. And if you roll 3 feet, you've rolled too far.
Right.
So definitely it's not there with any more weight than that. You'd hate to throw any less. You want to make sure you score here.
Yeah, and we've seen where it can snap pretty quickly on this turn. So Anthony's got to be on his toes here for this line call.
Whoa. Hair down. Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Rushers are saying it's a hair down. They want to sweep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, close, yep.
He's got to get as much of that first stone as he can hit. Oh, and they lost it a little bit. It touches the red, and in so doing, doesn't have enough steam to remove the red stone. It stays at the back button, and that will be a steal of one for Colton Flash. He was looking for the force, ended up with a point on the board himself. Kim Hodson has made her way down to ice level, and she's got Colton Flash with her right now.
Yeah, I do. Nice last shot.
Thanks.
Somebody looking at the scoreboard would say it's been a pretty conservative game, and it has been a little bit, but there certainly has been rocks in play. What was your game plan coming in?
Yeah, my game plan is just to stay simple. It's kind of same what we've been doing all week. We haven't put a ton of rocks in play, and keep it simple. They've been making some good shots though, so I mean we've had chances to force them, but he's made some great ones.
And now going forward for the next 5 ends, is it the same strategy, or do you actually start forcing things a little earlier?
I don't think the strategy changes a whole lot now. We just got to try to get our force, and then we flip hammer. So that's kind of the goal, is flip hammer by the time we get to the last end, right? So we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
Okay. Is the ice the same as it was yesterday and the day before?
Yeah, speed's the same. It might be a little bit more curl, but not a lot. Nothing crazy.
Okay, very good. And kind of a redundant question, how important is this A final?
Of course, it's very important, right? Puts you into Sunday. It gives you choice of hammer, rocks, everything going forward. So it's a huge game.
Exactly. Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Saskatchewan Championship Curling is brought to you by SaskTel, Viterra, Service Equipment, White Ice and East Side Paint and Wallpaper, Asham Curling Supplies, Jiffy Lube, CurlSask, and SaskTel Max.
All right, people, let's get to work. Lights off.
Ma'am, there's someone at the door. Unknown male, might be a salesman.
Take care of it. You, drop the temperature. I'm roasting.
Ma'am, your straightening iron. Shall I pull the plug?
Yes. While you're at it, leave room for milk.
The crown jewel has been stolen. For almost 40 years, it has been kept far from its home. Saskatchewan, the time has come. So don your green and will your team back to glory. This Tim Hortons Briar, be there for history in the making.
When you need to hurry, you can count on Team Jiffy Lube. With fast, warranty-approved service while you wait. Jiffy Lube, your oil change experts.
Get on your game with Asham Curling Supplies.
Customize your slide with the all-new Express Ultralight and Club Shoe, featuring the style, comfort, and performance you expect from Asham. Sweep the competition with our Pro Grip gloves and ultralight carbon fiber, composite, and fiberglass handles, plus World Curling Federation approved pads.
Hey folks, I'm Arnold Asham. For 39 years, our product has been satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
Asham Curling Supplies, online, in-store, and at your club.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
Awesome!
Not better. Yeah. Could be better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
Introducing the all-new heated cab for the John Deere 1R tractor. Simply captivating.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll once again update you on all of these scores as the games are at the halfway point.
I think they're hanging up 2 points there for the Ryan Dice, but in the fourth end there, it's a 7-point swing on Scott Bitz's last rock as he was looking at 6 and drew the T-line piece of the forefoot while he was looking at 6 rocks. Turned around, gave up a 2-ender here in the 5th, but still maintains a 4-3 lead to start the 6th end.
Sheet 2 is our feature game, the A final, and we did see that steal a 1 by the Colton Flash team, so the score there, 1-0, Flash over Kendall.
Nothing exciting here in our 5th end. It was just a straightforward 1 rock and play all end, blank for Randy Bryden, so he's still trailing 4-3 against the hometown Brent Gaddick.
And on sheet 4, Matt Dunstone, who throws final rocks for Stephen Laycock in the 4th end, made a nice hit and got 2 points. The 5th end was then blank, so score in this B event game now, 4-1, Laycock over Casey, playing 6.
Line's good. Wait's good. Line's good. Wait's good. Line's good.
So here in the 6th end, Colton Flash now with a 1-point lead, throws the first one into the top of the forefoot. Kendall team throws the corner guard, and now the center guard thrown on that shot rock.
good. I'd rather show him that side. Good seat.
Exactly, Colton referring to if it's going to over curl, better to give them the chance to bump it out and roll to the open rather than behind that yellow corner on Chad McKenzie's first stone. Here's the second one.
5-6. It's close. You need a little bit.
So again, just going back to that fifth end, and Brady was so close to making that shot, but again, I think that's just the experience of Colton's team versus a very young Kendall team. You know, didn't get quite the right weight call. It was a little lighter than what he expected, and it was, you know, with that hard snap of a curl, you know, that was an easy sweep call to misjudge, and they just ticked.
Is that 5? Huh? Is that 5? Yeah. Yeah.
The people at home, of course, they can't see us, but may have heard us talk earlier on about the misfortune that Susan had. She's got an injured wrist, broke her wrist with a slip and fall. And I couldn't help but notice as you were analyzing that shot, it's a good thing it wasn't coming in from the other turn, because you wouldn't have been able to analyze that shot.
Even though we're not on camera, I still talk with my hands.
Hair off nose.
So Kim, you make a note of that. Anything coming in from the
Look out.
other side, you're going to have to call it.
Call it, or I'll have to do her hand motions for her.
So Koltanchuk looking for a double run here.
Whoa. Okay, whoa. Good. Stop, buddy. Stop. Good shot.
We kid Susan, but we're doing our best to try to help her out. Our producer even cut her lunch for her yesterday.
Yes, thank you, Carrie, for that.
It was only lasagna, thank goodness it wasn't steak.
Weight's good. 2.5. 2.5. We're a little shy of that.
Gotta finish. Yep. Are you sure? Yes.
No, just wait.
Hey, whoa.
Just wait.
Just two.
Yep. All right, go Trent. Gotta go.
Isn't that something you've just swept hard for 20 seconds, and then you got to go for another 5 seconds harder, and you do have to sweep harder at the end of the stone's throw here, because
that's where all the curl is.
The weight's coming off. So if you are going to save a little in the tank, you've got to save it for that hog line in.
Play this with lightweight. I think you can play that. Yeah, just tap it. Like back 8, back 12.
Let's do it. Okay.
If you split them, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Speed's nice here, Cole. Okay. Probably like 15 then.
Yeah.
10, 15.
Just back 12. Yeah. So.
Okay.
We got back line.
8, 9. 9.
Yep.
This one's really curling early.
Back line.
Going to have to go to get it by the guard. Not going to get by the guard.
Go, Tony. Keep going. Go, buddy. Go, Tony. All you got.
Might have been just a little light on the throw there, but again, he doesn't have, Cole threw a very nice stone there, but he doesn't have as much rotation as if you're watching the Colton Flash team, so bit of an adjustment needed maybe on either the rotation or opening up the broom, or maybe just the 6 feet more would have held it.
Still, by spinning it into the rings, Colton Flash not prepared to ignore 2 yellow stones here.
No, so got a good result out of that shot.
Going to play the double, and even if it's made, shot rock will be open, and there's corner guards to work with.
Yes! Hard!
And this one might have been just a little bit inside. Makes the hit, comes across, nudges that second stone. Enough to get it out of the rings and out of play, but his shooter spins out the front as well.
So opens the door here for Brady to take advantage now of some of these corner guards that are up there.
For sure.
Lots of corner guards, and just the one stone in the top of the 4-foot, it's wide open.
Go to 20, Tony. Okay.
It's one of the few times I think we've had a play directly behind a corner. Most of our shots been coming into the middle.
little bit. 5. Line's good. Line's good. Line's nice. You can go. Yeah, go then. Hard, boys. Go. Weight's good. Weight's good. 5. Line's nice. Keep going. Keep it right to T. Yeah, go, Chad. Go finish. Hard. Hard, Chad. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, 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 go. Right back. Right back. Hard. Hard. Oh, wait.
Brings that stone into the 12-foot, well behind the guard. In fact,
what do you want to do? You want to do?
Probably be out the other side, but there's another red there that
it's pretty easy.
There's no port to get to it.
Okay, yep.
Colton looking at the short run.
Half. Okay, 2/3.
There's a good look at it.
2/3. All right, smooth feel again.
I love their definition of an easy shot.
Just like yours.
Yeah, routine. This is routine,
yeah.
No!
Susan.
Never! No, 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 no. Never, ever.
Never would suggest it might not be quite as easy as they thought. Boy,
Didn't have
it'd be
to come up very
hard
much,
to
but
push that through the hole if you were trying to do it.
Well, here's a window of opportunity.
What do you like?
Must be.
I'm on the hit and roll.
The draw's not
Could
bad.
play the hit and roll.
I was going
You
to
could
say
straight
the
draw.
3-ender is kind of in.
There's pretty good. If they play that, it's coming in. Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
So Anthony Neufeld with the in-turn draw here, looking to get around the corner guard on the other side.
6. Little bit, Chat. No, line's good. 6. Line's really good.
To say they're trying to get them halfway between that diagonal of those two red rocks that are in play.
Had to go a little bit to get it by, but they didn't want to sweep much. It's a little deep.
A little deep.
And it will come to rest fully in the back 12.
Hey, Tony. Is this fast?
Colton Flash can't really hit both, either one of them and stay in the rings.
It's coming in sideways again.
So that gives him a chance to follow that one down and maybe take away the deuce that way.
Outside, I guess you don't. Doesn't have to be right. You don't have to flirt with that, I guess. No. You want to go all the way to the right here?
Yeah, we just really got to bury it, right? Like if we're T-line and we're fully buried.
It's got to be behind. Got to be behind T. Otherwise, you'll have a double.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Like back 8. Back 8? Yeah.
Okay. Back 8.
Full back 8. Should be good speed here too, bud.
Big shot here for Colton Flash. He had to work for 5 solid ends to get anything going. Got the steal of 1. You'd hate to give back a deuce right away.
Or a 3-ender.
Well, this is his chance to take away the multiple.
Line's good. It's close. Full back 8. Back 8. Line's good. Got room. Gliding pretty good. Line's good.
Back 8.
Like to curl a little bit.
Got room.
There
Like to curl.
Close. Yeah. Line'll be good. Line's good. Line's good. Gotta be back 8.
Where is it?
Gotta go. Line's perfect.
Gotta go.
Gotta go, Trent. Okay, whoa. Really good. Nice block, guys. Nice shot.
Good shot.
Play some on that one for sure, right?
I know with Colton playing second on Steve Laycock's team for all those years that, you know, he had a lot of big shots at second, you know, with the big weight hits. But really and truly, I always thought one of Colton's best attributes was his touch game.
Pretty nice. Yeah.
And he's always had very nice feel for the fine weight shots.
Here, edge on edge, it's pretty good.
Now, when you get great sweeping like that, too, to take it back those extra couple of feet to avoid a straight ahead double there, that's always a benefit, too. But
make it good. Might leave us something.
Brady Kendall still with a chance to pick up 2 here if he can make the hit and roll.
We could tuck like half the rock, that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, no, that's deadly.
Yeah. Control. Okay.
Control.
Whoa. Close, yep. Hard. Whoa.
It's really going over quickly for them.
Well, they made the last-minute decision to try to get the double because he wasn't going to stay. almost worked out. Moved it a little bit, not far enough. And everybody was watching the redstone. Nobody saw the yellow, whether or not it hit the boards or not.
Probably not. It probably wouldn't even matter.
T-line. I hope he tries that.
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, similar weight.
I think weight's pretty close. Like, you guys swept that pretty good.
Swept it pretty hard at the end.
I like that flash.
They were on the tee?
You're on the tee line.
Colton Flash made the draw to the back 8 foot on his first one. Just looking to put this tee line behind the guard here with his second one.
Yep.
I would sit 2, while Brady Kendall would have a chance to draw for the single. He'd have to be full 4.
Hard! Hard! It's good. Okay. Line's good. Room. Line's good. Room. Keep going. Line's good. Keep going right here. Line's perfect. Put on the tee. Right here. Put on the tee. Go.
Another nice shot by Colton.
It's really good. Great shot.
Just as they
Perhaps
drew
a
it
piece
up.
of the 4 foot behind cover.
All you got is the full draw to the 4. Take your 1 and tie game.
Yeah, a little more. Speed's good.
Yeah, like 15 and a
That
half.
was 15-3, so. All right, bud. Weight's good here. 20.
Yeah.
Close. I like the speed. Line's good.
Pressure's cleaning early.
Clean. Take a look.
Not moving yet. Light clean, Cole. Light clean. Light clean. Light
Still
clean.
just
Light clean.
cleaning.
Hard light clean. Light clean hard.
And Colton
Still
up to
cleaning,
give it a
but-
tough scrub here.
Attaboy.
Oh, good sweep, Judge.
That was a good hard light clean.
Yeah, you might have wanted to maybe not clean at all. But it does come to rest with enough of the back 4 foot to pick up his single point. We're all tied up after 6 ends.
Totally no first. I'm very excited. Don't worry, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna practice and then we're gonna actually play games. Really? Yeah. Awesome.
Not bad. Yeah. Could be better.
Want to try it and have some fun? Hurry hard to your local curling center or visit CurlSask.ca to find a curling center near you.
Winter's just around the corner, so drop into Jiffy Lube for your winter oil change. No appointment necessary. Jiffy Lube. Be wise, winterize.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got a few more updates for you here on this noon draw. Let's get right to it.
Well, it's still 4-3 in our game. We haven't finished up the 6th end. It looks fairly wide open, but a few too many bodies in front for me to see what's going on. Still 2 rocks left.
Appears to be headed for a blank.
Our feature game here, we saw that nice draw to the 4 by Brady Kendall. Tie game, 1-1.
2 stones left here in the 6th end. Brent Geddick is looking at 2 yellows just about side by side on either side of the 4 foot. He has 3rd shot in the top 8, so he's trying a double here. There we go. So this is Brent Geddick's final. Randy Bryden does have hammer.
If Brent can make the double, he would be sitting 2 behind cover. And his shooter probably will have a fair-sized piece of the button. Randy Bryden might have no choice but to try to draw to beat it. And Brent Geddick is the hometown team here. If he can make this double, we may hear a little bit of noise.
He makes it perfectly.
Nice. Where are all the school kids now? Why aren't they cheering?
And with the placement of the one corner guard there. So Randy's looking at probably doubling here for a blank.
I don't know if he
Oh,
can
if
see
he's
enough
got
of the
it there.
top one. He could see about half it. He'd have to try to hit it over the top.
I don't know that the blank is there. With what he can see.
Probably there, but
Yikes.
you're flirting with not hitting it at all.
Exactly. But they're playing it.
Well, it's a tough draw, too, because with the curl, you're just getting past that yellow corner there on the in-turn.
You're right.
Boy, he's not taking a lot of ice on this either. Like, to slash this over the top, you're looking at quarter rock or less.
Less, yeah, I think so.
And where he's got the broom, he's already got a piece of the stone.
Well, Randy can throw some big weights, so I'm assuming that this will be full speed.
Well, it's on the way.
It's
And
not
this is
wide.
curling already.
Yeah, he wasn't wide at all.
Oh.
Gets it by the guard, makes the hit, but stuffs it. It'll be a steal of one for Brent Geddick there. He'll now take a 5-3 lead in that game.
And this game is a C event game, so the winner stays alive and the loser is finished. So a little different from the other games we're keeping our eye on that are A and B events. This is a last chance for one of these two teams.
Okay, and this is sheet 4. It was a steal of 2 in the 6th end by the Steve Laycock team, but to be honest, I was watching that shot and Adam Casey was drawing against 2, and his rock, I'm not sure if it picked or what exactly happened, but it crashed on a guard out front right on the nose and almost raised him in for 3, but only a steal of 2, 6-1 Laycock over Casey in this B event game.
Yeah, I like it.
And we've had a fairly open end here in the feature game.
So we did get the blank end in the 6th end in the Ryan Dice Scott Bitts game.
It's fine. 2. Easy, boys.
Anywhere's fine,
Line's
really. Easy, clean.
Line's good.
Easy. 15-6. Nice throw.
The odd end here, Colton Flash more than happy to run this through for a blank if you're going to let him.
Which I think is what's going to be happening.
Yeah. Yeah, with the play coming into the rings, he's had a chance to do nothing but hit all end.
Yes. Oh, yep. Yep. Good. Got that.
Just that one stone left in play, and it's well off the edge of the 12-foot, so you can see it on the right-hand side.
Yeah, basically not in play.
Yeah, even if you could draw something over there, you wouldn't even be able to make much of a distraction out of that stone.
Yeah, you might have to just maneuver around your peels around that, perhaps, and I don't know if that's even a consideration.
We're close.
Felt nice.
Maybe a hair firm.
I saw.
Okay.
Coming into the top of the 4-foot with that one.
Nose it, boys.
That'll give the Flash team a chance to hit and stay and force the Kendall team to play some hits as well.
A little big. No. Yep. Yes. Yep. Clean.
Jeez. Not cleaning these rocks well enough or something?
I probably had something under it too.
Maybe it's just the spot, I think, maybe.
Might be getting just a little flat in front of the hacks.
They do repedal the area in front of the hacks at the then break.
Yeah.
Clean. Whoa.
Makes the hit, rolls over just about a foot.
Same weight. Control.
Colton Flash now will look to continue to hit and stay here. He'd like to keep the play in the rings until he can have a chance to blank with his last one.
Clean. Yeah. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Just down. Good boy.
Well, for those of you who are with us this morning, we had a couple of teams that got a little tight for time. This game's moved along at a brisk pace. I don't think we're going to have any problems with time clocks here.
Yeah, I agree. All these blank ends.
Good control here. Yeah.
A lot of hits.
Maybe a pinch.
Not a lot of decisions.
No, not a lot of decisions to be made.
Do you want to throw the in or the out at this open hit?
Control.
I think the most complicated decision they've had to make is, do you want to throw the in or the out at this run back?
Damn it.
So he rolled out his in turn here, and we've seen him where he's thrown his out turn here all the time. That's the first time seen him throw his in turn. Not that it's a bad time there to roll out.
More.
Staying there or rolling out's all about the same thing right about now, but
On the button.
he just played the out turn for the blanks on a couple of occasions there on the long roll across the house, and you go, oh, he kind of likes that out turn, doesn't he? But he threw the in turn there.
Colton Flash now looking to just put this anywhere in the 4-foot area.
Want to be there.
Kind of nice to get these
They're doing a
freebie
good
draws,
pass.
though.
Probably all
Reinforced
there.
draw
It's
weight.
close. Not really curling yet. It's all there. Just let it stop.
This is going to be a little bit deep.
No curl there. Well, he's heavy.
Now we're only in the 7th end. If you're Brady Kendall, do you think about freezing to this one?
Do you think you were that? Yeah, I did. Okay. I threw it to be there.
Apparently not.
So,
You'd freeze to it in the 9th for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you know what? Just the way this game is going with all these blanks and everything else.
Well, they're sweeping this from the offside. He might have got this back a little bit as well. Does get enough curl to make it go away. Colton Flash gets the open throw through.
So, but never a wasted shot. You're always learning something from every spot on the ice.
Colton Flash, final stone here in the 7th end, just throwing it through for the blank. He'll keep last rock in a 1-1 tie into the 8th end, and we'll have that 8th end for you right after this.
Good job, guys.
Canada, glowing hearts, see thee rise. True north, true pride, strong and free, both far and wide. This land is glorious, and it's ours, from sea to shining sea.
You're always home on Canada's largest wireless network with no roaming fees.
White Ice, the ice paint people, set out to develop a very specific ice paint product that would satisfy the needs of the professional ice maker in both hockey and curling. White Ice was successfully formulated and tested, and distribution began in 1988 and has since expanded their line of products and services to meet the needs of today's professional ice makers. White Ice is distributed by Eastside Paint and Wallpaper in Saskatoon, who is also a signature Benjamin Moore paint dealer. White Ice and Eastside Paint and Wallpaper, defining the game.
The crown jewel has been stolen. For almost 40 years, it has been kept far from its home. Saskatchewan. The time has come. So don your green and will your team back to glory. This Tim Hortons Briar. Be there for history in the making.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, school kids still in attendance here have found the Jumbotron.
Yeah, they sure did. Wait till they go over to the other side.
They have certainly been excited by the action they've seen here this afternoon. And a lot of support for the Geddick team, the home team favorite here.
Ryan Dice there, setting up for his first shot on sheet one in the Scott Bitts game. Ryan's looking at two right now. One of them is back forefoot. The other one's just biting the top forefoot. Couple rocks on the center line in the house.
Well, we saw the easy blank by Colton Flash throwing it through, so score remains 1-1 playing the 8th end.
Brent Gaddick just sitting in the hack to throw his first one. Randy Bryden does have shot rock, but Brent's got second and third right beside it, so let you know what happens there. Brent trying to protect his 5-3 lead.
And it was the force, and Adam Casey making a nice shot there in the 7th end, getting his 1 point, so 6-2 for Stephen Laycock over Adam Casey. Laycock having hammer here in the 8th end, and this is a B game.
I think it's one of those games for the Casey team. On his first one, he had a really nice chance to nestle into a pocket, and it just needed to curl up about an inch. But it was just enough room for Matt Dunstone to pick it out and force the single.
Yeah.
In our feature game, the center guard was throwing up the first one, ends up just a little bit off that center line. Colton Flash looked to come around it and made that shot. That's the shot stone at the top of the 8 foot you can see. And right there, the attempted come around to freeze on that pulls up a little short and over curls. That gives Trent Knapp the chance to split the rings, sit 2.
And we got a few rocks in play.
Lots of rotation on this one. Okay, line's good, so just back 8.
That looks okay.
Actually, we gotta go here.
And just back to Adam Casey's first shot. Last year when he made his run through the province and won the tankard, those shots were made perfectly, and it's just the difference of a little half inch here, an inch there, and whether you've made the shot or not. Last year, everything worked for them.
Yeah, sometimes things work, sometimes they just don't for the life of you.
I got half.
The draw to the back 8 foot, it's the Flash team now sitting 2.
Yeah. Is that pretty hard?
Brady Kendall even thinking about the peel there. He's a little concerned about possibly a big end coming up on him.
I got all of our yellow too. Yeah.
Come on, this. What's that? Look quiet.
Yep.
Quiet.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Tony. Whoa. Whoa. Chad.
You gotta go to get it out. Oh.
Not here and
oh no.
No.
It's okay.
Well, they had a little less weight than what they were looking for, and I don't know that they necessarily communicated that really well, because they actually called the offside sweep at the end.
The directional sweeping was incorrect, yeah.
And rubbed the Yellowstone at the top of the 12 foot. Flash already sitting 2.
Yeah.
Do you like that guard?
Now there's going to be a little work to do.
Time out.
They're going to call timeout. Colton was looking to put another one over on that open side.
Guess we'll hear what they have to say.
You heard
Suggestion.
one call down. Do you like that guard? Now they're going to talk about it.
So out comes Bruce Corte.
Peel. You could go here. Not as much in love with that. Yeah. If we're going anywhere, it's like here. Yeah. And you can come here. That's the only thing.
The way that that's finishing, yeah. But
And then
he
we
always
can
has
hit
this.
that roll out.
He always has
I know he has that, but can we make that?
Yeah.
Make that roll here.
I know I don't like that much.
Oh. If you throw a hack.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you don't like it.
What do you thinking, Bruce?
I don't like you going to the top yellow.
I don't like that either. I don't hate this.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
You know, he tries this. This could jam into here.
You're not sitting too bad there.
No, I agree. We always have this.
Yeah,
Where that guard is, we always have an easy draw for one too. So,
Yeah. I like
So right here.
so let's lock it on.
Just make sure you don't leave in the double across there.
Yeah, right here.
Try to get.
This is buried, so. not too
So
worried.
Bruce stepped into the coaching role this year
You just saw
after
the line here, too.
retiring from a tremendous competitive curling career. He was teammates last year with Dan and Kevin.
And then we want to just be on
Arch
this side of
enemies
this
with
one.
Colton.
So the double comes into here.
But as it turned out this year, because Colton had won the Saskatchewan Mixed Championship this past spring and then had to go to nationals, but that coincided with, conflicted with the pre-trials in Summerside, that Bruce came out of retirement briefly, took Colton's skipping job at the Canadian Mixed so that Colton could go to the pre-trials.
Yeah.
Top four weight.
Exactly
Top
what
four.
happened, and Bruce came out with some wise words there too, which I agree.
good.
Why mess with that over there? And as Colton
T-line
said, we've
top
always
four.
got our
No
draw
deeper
for
than
our
T.
one here.
Like
Just make
weight.
sure you're deep enough
Like some
here.
curl.
This was Colton's first instinct to
Yeah.
go to this side. And I like this call, if only because it keeps the Kendall team, more than likely, they're going to play the two rocks together to keep the damage from getting too big. And it keeps them away from that shot rock for a while.
And it set it up so that Colton was eyeing this possible jam on the back yellow one, and that's in
Hit it
place
hard.
also. Nice shot by Dan.
Kind of weight.
I think Peel. If we can make it good, I don't know.
Okay.
Shoot on the beak.
If he knows it, it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
Outer.
They've all been listening to Russ Howard.
Well,
It's the cliche of the season, isn't it?
It was the Brad Gushu team, I think, that was saying it. And I was quite impressed by Russ's line, and I don't know how long he had it saved up.
I love it.
But he
You better
said,
tell
I
the
don't know how
story.
many times we've been close to the end of the
There
world
you go.
here.
Yeah. The end of the world has been coming for quite some time.
So good shot there. The
Just roll.
Just a little bit.
second shot. And yes, so there's fourth shot back
Solid
there, but right
board.
about
Very control.
now that third shot isn't
Whatever you
extremely
like.
accessible.
Let's still control.
Control. He likes control. I like less ice than that.
Here, less.
Okay.
You will get finished with control.
Yeah.
Okay.
So looking to make a play here on that stone that was just delivered. It is currently second shot. Needs to roll just a little bit towards the center line to avoid the jam at the back.
No.
Control, just control.
No.
I don't think they're
Kevin,
supposed to
try.
sweep.
Kevin.
Looking for some curl.
Yeah.
Makes the
Oh,
hit.
sorry.
That's
Just
good.
Just puts
millimeter.
that stone at the back.
Fine.
Still sits two.
Yeah.
Make the big roll
Not
now.
the end of the world.
Yeah. Get that roll.
Yeah.
Somewhere in here.
Is that
Yeah.
twice now Kevin
Okay.
hasn't curled up
Are
enough
we
on
playing
that
the big roll or just?
in-turn
I
hit.
think we try it.
Okay.
That was
I like normal then.
not by
Okay.
much, but
Looking for tendencies.
however, the way they reacted out of his hand, it was probably a little more.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa.
Sounding close.
Oh, back off.
Makes the hit, but it's going to roll too far. Now will it hang on to the rings at all?
No.
Ooh, just out the back of the 12-foot. Giving Colton Flash a chance to split the rings
Back
again.
right here. Okay.
They've done a good job this end of keeping the play away from that shot stone.
Okay. a minimum, eh?
No, I think it's fine.
T.
Back 8. Back 4, I guess.
Just T.
Back 4 weight.
Okay.
Lots of curl right now.
Back 8.
You can bite the back 12 even.
No, we're there.
Really curling.
Yeah.
I prefer to stay in the 8 foot.
Good. Back 8.
Even here.
Yep.
Wait to my broom.
Yep.
Wait to my broom. Wait to my broom.
That's good.
Like constant information. And always good when the skip puts the broom down like that for a target. Really does help the sweepers, whether it's a guard or, say, positioning there in the back corner of the 8 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just one of those teensy little things that helps
make
out
a
everybody.
difference,
Yeah.
Do well.
I don't mind it.
If we do this, we're pretty much just giving him a deuce, right?
Yeah.
You could try this.
Well, then he plays.
I don't think so yet. I think I like that.
I don't mind it.
Control.
I like board.
Board?
Yeah, I think we want to stick it.
Should run nice, right?
This is my guy.
Just a tad more, Brady.
Straight up, Tony.
Well, this will change things.
Bit firm. Hair big.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Looking to run his own stone onto that shot stone. Ideally, he'd like to keep the shooter there too.
Roll, Chad, roll, Chad. Roll down. Yes, yes.
That's fine.
It's a little thin on the first one, but the shooter does hang for a bite of the 12 foot.
That is a very long guard that it's behind.
In turn or what?
Well, the nice thing was that the shooter rolled away and left no double there either.
Or out, I don't know. Or out. Roll this way. Or out turn, I don't know, it's like just hack maybe. Not terrible. Yeah, look up. Oh,
that's really tough.
Even if you can just get this to here, it's good.
Even that's hard.
Is that even there though? Yeah. Just.
I gotta hammer that with hard weight.
That's such a high guard. It's a really high guard, right? Okay, let's try to get as close to nose as we can.
Yep.
Just hack.
Yeah. I think we'll get there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's funny that they're playing the in-turn at this, looking at it from this angle. It
looks like the
probably
outturn's the
looks
natural,
easier from
doesn't
the
it?
outturn, and that would get you the maximum distance between the two reds.
Exactly, to keep the shooter
Close.
on the far side of the rings.
Whoa! Whoa! Close! Close! Whoa!
Just
No,
waiting
no, no!
for this to start
Dan!
curling.
Dan!
Now they're going to try to help it out a little bit.
Hard! Hard!
Makes the hit,
Hard flash.
but does roll towards his own stone and
Yeah.
left the double. It's a slash double. You might lose the shooter.
Almost have to make the double, right?
Well, you could go like this.
I guess, yeah. Nose isn't terrible.
Good, yeah.
Nose
Can you make the double and stick around, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can.
It's like,
Yeah, I guess that's
it's only there, right? We got the whole house and we can even roll
Probably
into
stick
two.
your
Was interesting that they played that turn on that.
Yeah,
Because you knew
Exactly.
this was coming.
Well, you
Make
might
that
play it
roll
like
to the
that
other
then.
side. And you're
Okay.
getting two here.
Like normal then, or
Exactly.
what?
Yeah, well, I'm with control. I'm just worried that you're gonna just wicker and
Okay, well then we gotta throw
normal.
it here, right?
Yeah. Normally you're never going over the top on those. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So normal like there then? or
Yeah.
what? You like that?
He's probably gonna
Yeah, I don't mind this call still though.
I don't mind it either. I just you really gotta make it. I guess
Right.
either one you really gotta make.
I guess blank's not bad.
This is pretty bad.
Blank's not bad either.
Okay, I like
Yeah.
this then.
Yeah. Normal?
Yeah.
Normal.
Mine kind of straightened up at the end.
Yeah,
eh?
it did. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Half rock.
yeah, thick half.
Okay.
You're
Make the
allowed
double
to
and
tuck
roll.
into the world, hey?
Huh?
'Cause
Brady,
nose or even a hair roll in front.
I want to throw normal up.
What?
Normal up.
Okay. We can roll to that pile.
Yeah. He can't really hide though, right? So. Yeah.
Not around that, no.
Just make I like it. Make them both go away.
Good normal here.
Okay.
Straight up.
Normal!
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Close.
Chad, hard.
Looking for some curl here.
Hard.
Has to hit it thick enough so that he doesn't jam it to stay.
Good try.
And it will stay back 12 foot, even a bite of the 8.
Yeah, just had to curl a bit more.
Or you draw open.
We gotta go here.
You think he ever tries to draw?
We gotta go here.
You know?
Even if you're a little bit open.
Yeah.
Whatever ice you get.
I'll agree with Colton. You've got to draw, and you've got to come behind that guard. I don't know if you have to come quite that deep.
Oh, you want to bite the 4 on this one? Or?
I full 8.
Okay.
Bite the 4 is okay.
Top 8, bite 4?
Yeah, bite 4. Top 8's better than back 4, right?
Yeah.
So, but yes, bite the 4
More
is
of our
good.
young fans found themselves on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, same path. Yeah.
So Colton's played down here twice in the 6th end when he was looking at 2 Kendall stones and had to be in there. First shot was to the back 8 where he needed it, and then the second one he pulled some weight off. So familiar with this path and what weight to throw for top 8.
Full 8, boys. Line's good. Yep. Full 8. I mean, full 8. Bite 4. Line's good. Gotta go. Line's
Marsh has
good.
picked this up right out of his hand.
Line's great. Line's good.
Now
Line's
taking
money.
a little look now.
He's
Still
really
good
up a little.
line. Not too deep.
Just top 8. Just
Yep.
top
Full 8. Full 8. Yes. Hard.
Gotta go, guys.
Hard.
It's fine.
Pretty good.
I
I
think
think
that's
that
pretty
works.
good.
Yeah, me too.
I
They wanted to
wouldn't
make
even-
sure they didn't think that Brady would freeze on that back one to take that one out of play, but they wanted to make sure that if he did, that one was going to outcount it.
Is it worth the risk, really?
I don't know. 2 is. It's not great right now.
We're gonna have fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, make her good.
All right,
Okay.
so going for the big draw here.
Like, you gotta be.
Same as my draw that I almost threw it through the house.
Is there a good
Maybe
spot?
just a hair less.
Probably not.
2 or 3.
The heavy clean,
They
heavy
almost
clean.
show him a piece, right?
Yeah. You're there on this side. You can play that. Tap still.
Well, you said 2's.
Right.
That's a
Two's
really
right, so
long
3's the
tap.
same,
The
right?
problem, there's
Yeah, I
almost
like it.
no place you can put
Yeah,
this
make it
that
go
you
hard
can't
one, I
get
guess.
to it and move it.
Hair less.
Well, looking to take this end away.
Either that or you can play the nose hit. You could get a rollout on too.
If you guys like, do you want to give him 2?
I'm cool with whatever.
Not really, no.
Yeah. Do I want to give him 2?
That's
No.
what
What are your choices? You give him
Yeah.
2 or you give him 3?
Something made, he's probably still got a shot.
Even made, he probably still has a shot.
So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. We can play nose if you want.
Could roll out, right?
Yeah, you never know.
Knows it.
I kind of like that now.
Just draw then.
Yeah.
Well,
You know, the
so
good news is
draw.
it's at the back of the rings. He'd only have to, you knows it. He only has to roll a foot or 2 and you only give him 1.
Well, I don't think he has to hit it.
You like the freeze to it.
Control.
No, I'm saying if you nose this, I don't think Colton has to hit it. I think he's already shot rock.
Hard.
Yeah, so they're just playing to only give up 2.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Hard, Kev.
And that's why they had to get that red rock in as far as what they did. I think they did it,
Right. Or is it too close to say? Oh, that's shot by quite a bit, isn't it? Yeah.
Good eye there, Sean.
It's shot by a lot.
Yeah. Okay, let's get on to that good path. Yeah.
That's the problem when you
I
try to
did
make
like
that
that
shot
one.
from the hack, because they're talking about, let's nose it, he might roll out, and they didn't realize that you nose it, he doesn't have to hit it.
Right. I did like that when
Well,
I
I mean,
thought they
I
had to
think a
hit
little
it.
deeper
I
would've
didn't
been
realize
perfect,
they
right?
wouldn't be shot.
I think the draw was there. The draw was there.
Right.
Yeah. That's true.
You can throw a similar weight to that.
Same weight,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
A little fraternizing back there.
well, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
It's all Saskatoon based, and they're all the same. I mean, Sutherland Club, Nutana Club, but
Oh, there's a big difference.
yes, I didn't think that they talked to each other. Isn't there a big rivalry?
Right there. I got there.
Should be a good pass.
Rocky.
I think it'll be good though.
Yeah, it's good.
Where are you? Take a look. Okay, T's good line for T. Room hasn't really curled a
Colton
ton yet.
Flash with his final stone here in the 8th end.
You got backing now.
You
You
need
need
to
to
take
take
it.
it.
No, we're good. We're good.
Yep.
He's full 8 foot for his single point, or his deuce, and actually comes back and nudges that stone just in case they were thinking about measuring it. He'll get his 2 points and take a 3-1 lead going into the 9th end.
Introducing the all-new heated cab for the John Deere 1R tractor. Simply captivating.
As Canada's grain industry leader, Viterra and its employees are connected to their communities across Western Canada. Through its community investment program, Viterra supports a wide variety of causes and initiatives, including those focused on sports and recreation that encourage teamwork, integrity, and high performance. These same values guide Viterra's employees when providing farm customers with trusted advice and quality service. Viterra is a proud sponsor of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, let's once again quickly update you on all of these scores here in this draw number 7.
Well, since we last visited this sheet, Scott Bitts made a nice draw to the 4-foot for his 2 points in 7. Ryan Dice had to take one there in the 8, so it's 6-4. Scott Bitts up 2 with the hammer.
Back to our feature game in A final. It was a big 2 points by Colton Flash in the 8th end, so make that score now 3-1.
With the blank in the 8th end there, Brent Geddick is still holding on to a 5-4 lead, and he does have hammer playing 9.
And it was a handshake over here in 4. Steve Laycock team getting another 2 in the 8th to make the final score 8-2. That was a B event game, so defending champion Adam Casey now drops down to the C event.
Good bounce back by the Laycock team after that big
loss last night.
Probably considered upset loss to Brady Kendall's team.
What's that?
So the first stone here in the 9th end brought into the 4-foot. Chad McKenzie now looking to throw the corner guard.
What? Hard guys. Hard guys, give her. You got it.
It's one thing with that Steve Laycock team and all the years that we've seen them at our Saskatchewan Tankards. I'd have to think long and hard, but I don't think they've had a back-to-back loss. Like if they've either usually just swept it, come through the worst case, the B qualifier, and then win. So they've had very good resiliency coming through the Tankard. They've certainly managed their downtime in order to prepare for the next game after a loss.
Well, lots of skill, that's for sure. Sometimes those losses can snowball.
Yep. Just a little doubt. Whoa. Gotta go. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Looking for the tick shot here on that corner guard.
No.
Sounding close.
Nice.
Gets the little rub, moves it a little bit farther over. But
yeah.
Still a corner guard, but it is very high.
Made it better, Trent.
2.
Chad McKenzie now looking to throw the corner guard on the other side.
Keep her moving, guys. Line's good. Keep her moving. Go. Good shot. That's it. Oh, boy.
And now they're allowed to peel them. So they'll make a play on the one that was just delivered first. No double peel available right now.
Clean. That's clean. Easy. Clean. Really nice throw. Nice, Dan. Shot.
Cole Tanachuk now will look to replace that corner guard.
Easy. No, we're big. Needs to stop. It should, but it's gonna be real close. Come in. Shouldn't be it. Good, buddy. Pretty thin.
That guard comes in a little tighter. There is an opportunity to play for the double now.
Yep, they're going to play it.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! 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 Come on.
Should be close.
Good try.
Just behind that stone in the rings.
I'll get that.
Or, pardon me, outside the rings. He was
Oh, yeah,
watching. I was watching the bounce off the boards. It was coming right at the stone in the rings, and nobody was ready to catch it. Brady jumped up there.
Got it.
He's quite happy to leave the yellow one knocking
Well, I
off
was
the red
thinking
one
instead
there.
of catching that, maybe he should have swept it onto the onto the shot stone.
All there. Should be in.
Both the same. If you're in, go T-line.
Oh, no, we're okay.
Should be okay.
We're okay with this.
It's really curling.
Same as last one.
It's really curling.
Just to here.
Make them even, boys. Make them even.
Yeah, a little bit, I think.
Make them even.
Oh, too much sleep. Relax.
Usually we say save it, like or something, but
Well, he calls the sweep like a former lead. Too much sweep, relax.
Hard, hard, hip.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Hard.
Sweet, guys.
No chance for the double peel there, so just removes the one corner guard. Getting to the point now in the end where Brady Kendall's got to start thinking about coming in.
Well, I think I heard one more.
I'm around now.
Yeah, the problem with one more
I
now
know
is
what
the only
your
reason
thought
to
is.
throw two corner guards is to try to get three. But if you only got 4 rocks left, you throw the second corner guard, you don't have enough rocks left to get 3.
I don't mind the weight. Weight's good. 5, 6.
Pretty soft release. Gotta go, boys. Gotta go line. Gotta go line.
Line's good. Still
Line
cool.
only.
It's Cole's
Gotta go
rock.
line.
Line
Cole's
only.
rock.
Oh, line's okay.
Line only.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa.
no, don't want it to come out the other side there. It's got about half a rock, skinny half.
Might have left him piece,
Hey.
yeah.
If you get the tops okay, you can see like half, no? Yeah. Should run pretty straight. Try to rip it. Should run.
So big shot here. You can't overcurl this and
Well, not just
run that
looking
yellow
for it to
into the
throw
red.
roll straight. He's looking for him to set this back because where the broom is, it hits the guard.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Hard! Hard!
Great sweeping.
Like that. Nice shot. Oh, tickled her, eh?
Yeah. Same weight.
Well, we had seen Kevin's 2 other interns, mind you, they thin but out wide like that hadn't
Light
curled
clean.
up enough for them. So
Thank you
Colton knew how to manage that throw in that piece of ice. And of course, when
Line's
you
pretty
get
good.
6-second
Line's
hit coming
better.
at you, it's not going to curl an awful lot anyway. But
Light clean, Cole.
you're
lighter.
right. If he'd hit the broom and it didn't fall back that little bit, it's on the guard.
I think this one's pretty open.
Shot, Tony.
Oh, maybe not. Late finish.
Okay. Oh, boy.
I don't know if it's there.
Peel, we'll have a double, right?
Yeah, straight peel. Can't give up 3. That's dead buried, right?
I think so. It's dead buried. It's dead buried, yeah.
So scoreboard managing here.
Oh,
Yeah, you heard Kevin say we're not giving up 3. Giving up 2's
Yeah,
bad. We
yeah.
got to
Yeah.
hammer playing 10.
And the fact that that one came deep, you heard Colton say we're going to have a double. And the reason he's saying that, of course, with that being that deep, you can't hit and roll too far back the other way because you might jam it. So you've got to stay somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like, if anything, open on this side.
Well, taking another look.
And he took a look from the hacks. He maybe
We can
thinks
play
he
hack.
can
If
see it.
anything, and see just a touch on this side. If we touch the guard, it's not the end of the world, right?
Okay, we're playing it. We're playing for a double on your left.
I don't have. I understand that. We do just chat.
Oh,
we can get a
if
force.
it-
It's better, right? Play this.
As long as you know the ice.
Yeah. I mean, the force is still better, right?
If you're confident throwing that shot, I like it. It's
Totally,
deep, like-
it's totally there.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
there all day. You can throw hack.
That's not official.
Make it. Yep.
Both concerned about your well-being. Hack weight? Yeah, just hack it.
So did Colton see the shot differently from the hack, or was that the front end that said it's...
I thought Colton got to the hack and realized he actually could see a bit of that rock.
I think so too.
They called the original shot saying it was dead buried.
Tight ice here.
So did all the right things, came down, recalled the shot, reset, now it's gone back.
Big hack. Big. Close. Bump. Whoa. Whoa. Trent, you gotta go, buddy.
Well, they called hack weight, and they've called the sweepers indicating this is really heavy hack weight, and that's not the way to miss that shot.
Now, what is in play, Sean?
Well, 3's in play, but the question is, how do you do it?
Yeah, because of that red rock there.
You know, if you don't play the hit and roll, and you make the draw too good,
you throw it there,
Colton Flash just splits the rings, and you won't have a shot.
Trying here, probably.
Trying that. I'm okay with that.
I think you gotta be
try
here.
to get 3.
Then he comes
off. You draw there, he draws to the back forefoot on the other side, and you double jams.
I think higher than that.
But then you might come here. Then
that's okay. I let him throw that. Okay. Like, you leave a quarter open on this side.
Okay. Is it really nice here?
It's really nice. I like it.
So I think I like the
same as yours.
I threw them both pretty
This
soft.
was the same situation that Steve Laycock was in last night, coming home in the 10th end, and they needed the 3 for the win, the 2 for the tie, and Dunstone opted to zip in behind the corner guard here. So Kendall's just taking a play right out of the Laycock playbook here. Except he's on the flip side of it.
No, I like this. Just top 8.
Yeah, it's really nice here, hey?
Yeah, speed's really good.
All my draws have been a bit heavy.
What a 15 corner should be close.
Okay.
It's close.
Top 8, top 12, depth.
Take a look.
Line's good.
Felt good.
Just here, boys. A little bit of room.
Whoa.
No, line's perfect. Just here. Hard. Yeah, finish it hard. Finish it. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Boy. Great shot.
It does come in. He's got a good piece under the guard.
We're bored on the last one. I'll just take it down just a little bit. Do you want less ice too? I think right there is good.
If Colton Flash can see, looks like half or a little bit better this time.
Just half. Okay.
A little more than the other one.
And he did say he was heavy on that last one, so he knows what he did wrong.
Hack. All right.
You make the hit and roll in here, and you know, with where his shooter's likely to go, if he can make it with the weight he's looking at, I don't know if there'll even be a double there to avoid the back yellow one. He's gonna have to roll past the red likely.
Yeah, see where it goes.
Well, a lot more pressure in this shot than he was looking for, in the sense that didn't expect to miss his first one, but they had that option to peel. And this is close to the corner.
Whoa.
Makes the hit. Does roll past his own red one, and I don't know if you've got a shot.
Yeah, you're right, Sean.
Hell of a sweep.
What?
That was a great sweep.
You go under it.
Does it ever go over? It goes over, right? It goes over the 6. Can't go under the 6.
No, it's never going over.
In what world can you go under the 6?
I'm afraid to say there's nothing there.
I think it goes right into
under
it.
the 6.
Yeah. Well, with the intern, you can.
Probably just there, hey? Oh, yeah.
Like, you got to play it like this.
Never touch it.
Looks a little bit like wishful thinking.
Like, you can't ever go over.
I don't think it's there. Talking about the intern, I don't think it's there with the intern. Maybe with the out turn, you can hit it thick enough and still roll steep enough to make it. Oh, look at that. Hit just got by the guard, maybe an inch to spare.
Like
good
good
job by Kevin
normal.
Marsh, ready on that.
Because it's a. Just don't know if it ever goes. I don't think it does.
Spinner?
Like
spinner would go over, wouldn't it? come off hard?
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever missing that.
I don't think so either.
Unless
the way I see it right now is just throwing it pretty hard, and or just good normal, and hopefully just chipping it to like here.
Like you'd have to hit like there with the intern.
Yeah.
Play the double if you get one, you get one, right?
I guess, yeah.
If the angle's there,
Does the spinner ever go over?
No.
Doesn't hit it hard enough?
No.
Okay, intern, I guess then. Let's try it.
Up there, it looks close.
Spinner's never going over. The out-turn spinner might be able to hit it a little bit thicker and maybe get it underneath, but you're risking rolling over the top.
I think you roll over the top then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there.
Let's try it.
I think it's there
so
with the.
I'm not trying for one. Like make it for two.
Nice shot. Real good.
Gotta try it, I think.
Try and tell that.
Gotta try it.
Yeah.
Or Dan.
Really close.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it held that well.
Like a third?
I think so.
Okay.
Like it's pretty precise, but I mean it's only shot.
Yeah. Kind of weight.
Normal. Good
well,
normal.
Certainly not settling for one and trying to steal type of thing.
Norm! Whoa! Oh. Yep! Yep! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Yep! Yes! Yes! Hard! Hard!
Makes the hit on the first one, does clip the yellow.
And he
now
makes
does
it.
it stay?
Oh, look at this.
Nobody ready to sweep that, and it stops for the deuce. Great shot by Brady Kendall.
I think we need a replay on that one when we come back.
Thank you.
All tied up after 9 ends of play.
Winter's just around the corner, so drop into Jiffy Lube for your winter oil change. No appointment necessary. Jiffy Lube. Be wise, winterize.
Oh, Canada, glowing hearts, see thee rise. True north, true pride, strong and free, both far and wide. This land is glorious, and it's ours, from sea to shining sea.
You're always home on Canada's largest wireless network with no roaming fees.
Welcome back, everyone.
Scott Bitts was looking at 4 in his last one, 2 side-by-side, top 4 foot, and he just wanted to hit the second shot one, and it only maybe give up steal of 1, but he didn't curl enough, rolled out, and gave up a steal of 2. That game is tied.
Wow, I'm still in a little disbelief over the last couple shots here, but we have a tie game 3-3 heading home with Colton Flash having last rock. Oh, here it is. Happy to see this again. So they did barely touch that. No one there to sweep that yellow rock.
Nobody in position to sweep that yellow one.
Yep.
2 brush strokes and it's out.
Yep.
And how big could that point be?
Well, we're about to find out.
Brent Geddick, wide open end here. Randy Bryan just can't get any steal thing going, so he wide open blank, and he took it, holding a 1-point lead with Hammer going home in 10. So the hometown crowd hoping that their Estevan team is still alive in a C event game later on today.
And this was a handshake quite a while ago. Steve Laycock continuing on in the B event, 8-2 over Adam Casey. Well, here comes that long one, but it's got to get over the hog line, and it just does.
But over curls that center line.
Yeah, it did.
They play it hard, a little harder. Probably best to play it this way. I think we got to play it this way, because if you miss, it's still a bad guard. You're right.
And we did see one of these shots played earlier.
Yeah, we got to get our
actually made the
shooter in
guard
the
better
house.
when they moved it to the other side of the line. It was closer to center.
So not only does he want the tick, he wants the shooter in the rings from a rock that's 1 foot over the hog line.
Is that too much to ask for?
Have fun, Trent.
All the best, yeah.
It's good. Whoa! Back line. No!
So throwing back line weight, so that if he does go by, they can get it through the rings.
It's trying.
Take it out.
Oof.
Is it through? Yeah.
Somebody stay with it.
Colton's there, never fear.
So perfect backline weight.
All right, Chad. 2-3.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
Two.
That's deep. Gotta be deep, boys.
Dig, boys. Dig, boys. Come on. Come on. Come on, you got her. Go, boys. Go, boys. Come on. You got her.
I want this one with as much separation as they can get. Go, go, go.
Sorry, guys. I guess. Let's go 3 next.
You know, I think if it's
not throwing those very well.
Colton Flash, it's got to be tempting to throw this through.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, same exact.
Nope, playing it.
Which one are you hitting, the deep one?
Yeah, the double peel's pretty easy right now. You'd hate to make it harder.
Yep.
Similar, maybe a little less. Yep. Little less. Yep. Yep. Little less.
Gotta go. Whoa.
Yes! Hard! Whoa! 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 Roll shooter. Yeah. Roll it. Shooter. Go, go, go!
Get it in if you can.
That's a good shot.
Really good. Great shot.
And gets it in, like tremendous shot.
Full guard here.
Well, gives the Brady Kendall team a chance now for a little more separation on this one.
For 3, I think you're gonna go. Let's get in the hair.
Gotta get as much separation as possible, boys. Line's really nice. Line's really nice.
Tony's, I think.
Line's deadly. Easy. Easy.
Yeah, you can go. You gotta bury it.
Easy.
You can be in. You gotta bury it. You can use it at least if it's buried, right?
All right, boy. Good shot. Heavy kid.
Oh, my throat's killing me.
Top.
That's work.
Just the high one, yeah.
And here's the other issue with having played that tick on the last one. Now you have to negotiate that side one.
Yep.
So Dan Marsh on his first peel attempt.
Whoa! Whoa! Good. Good. Shot. Yeah. Yep. All right.
Well, they need that long guard replaced.
So this is Cole Tanachuk.
Speed's good. 1-2.
Cole's had a really nice game today. Everybody, all 8 players on the ace here. It's been a solid game, even though the lot of blank ends to start the game. There were a lot of great shots made to get those blank ends.
Exactly, those weren't your typical blank ends.
We're cutting so hard. Attaboy, great shot.
Nice shooting.
Let's go, boy. Not enough angle to really go after the double peel here, so just looking to make the make this one go away.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Makes the hit. Avoids either of those yellow stones and rolls the shooter out of play.
Okay, Tony. Couple guards here, buddy.
Now, certainly I think we'll expect 2 more guards to be thrown here. There's a look at the time clocks. Not bad situation to be in. They've still got over 3 minutes and a timeout left and 4 stones left to throw. But Susan, what I was going to ask you, with that guard being a little bit off the center line, do you wait till the last one to try to come around, or do you try to come around when skips first and then see what happens?
Looks over.
That's a good question.
That's not an answer.
Just over, looks over, looks over. Line's fine. No, line's fine.
Yep, goal, yep.
Boy, they're doing a great job with the placement of these very high guards.
This one's nice here. Yeah.
Yeah, not an easy shot at any time, and you know, probably harder for the second and third who almost never throw that shot. Or I guess the only time they throw that shot is when you're down coming home.
Clean.
Whoa!
Yeah, just missed that side one. That's why Colton's calling them off.
One more, buddy.
So one more up top.
I like the speed.
Weight's close. That was a little bit more.
Yeah. 1, 2.
A little bit more.
Looks fine.
Easy, Cole. Easy.
Oh.
Easy.
Yeah, easy, clean.
What?
Not a lot of handle on this one.
Maybe finish.
That's good.
Comes in a little bit tighter.
You want to go for it?
I was wondering myself if they might make a play at the double peel here.
Okay, you'll probably end up here. Exactly, 3/4.
Whether they make it or not, I'm burying one.
You guys like it?
Yeah.
Want to play with the... No, I like the in. Okay. Yeah. If you do straight peel, it's fine too. For sure. Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Cam. Let's do it.
Yep.
No.
Whoa. Okay.
Straight peel.
And I think I heard Brady say whether they make it or not, I'm burying one.
That wasn't super.
So that's
I think
his decision was already made.
Do they ever go top 4?
They are going to call timeout. The other option is you throw one more guard and you hope you can tempt Colton Flash into drawing and maybe he makes a bit of a mistake.
They're going to go around.
Okay, I have to be in there then. Yeah. Or, I mean, you could guard if he's ever deep, then we can.
You go here.
You got it. No, you got to get right here. Yeah.
You just hope he misses the runner.
Just hope he misses the runner.
Or you.
And then you go right here.
Well, I think you go deep and almost tempt him
into
maybe even throwing a draw. But if he just peels it, then I guess we.
If he peels it, then you go like.
Yeah, you go there.
Like here.
But he doesn't have to stick any because of that one. I think you make it here. Like T-line's good.
Yeah, I think T-line's
good. Get us kind of like as much separation.
Yeah.
Straight back would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's throwing the runner.
He's throwing this all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Even if where do you think he's not throwing the runner?
Well, if he ever jam, that's too bad.
Yeah, like if we're here, do you think he's throwing the draw, or do you think he's still throwing the runner?
I don't think he throws the draw ever.
I don't think he throws the draw ever, then you throw a guard.
Let's throw here.
We haven't played enough ends actually against these guys, eh?
Yeah, what are you guys gonna play if we just kidding?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I like it.
Ice here?
Yeah.
That's been getting up there, right? Like it's the finish.
Yeah. Could have probably thrown some last.
That's why I put it here. Right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to throw it twice, so might as well get your weight now. Hope for the best.
Still about the 20 mark, Brady.
What's that?
Still about 20.
Okay.
315 is probably good for this.
That look a lot of ice to you guys?
I'd say that's max, yeah, but...
Is that too much ice? Is that too much ice?
If we show him a quarter, it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
Yeah, tease him with it, hey? Hey, buddy, straight up here. Make this. You have to go a little bit. Yeah.
Little extension.
Line's good.
You still have to go.
Line's fine.
4.
Go then, hard.
Rushers felt like they had to go right away, and I think I heard them call 4. That's only top 12, but they need more separation than that.
Hard, boys, you got it. Go.
Hard.
Go, Chad.
Hard.
Great brush to get it by, but they do leave that rock just in the 12-foot, and they were pretty sure Colton was going to play the run back anyway. As it is, they've left it pretty short, and he could probably roll out a play if he makes it.
I think half gets it pretty easy, too.
2/3. 2/3? Okay.
Yeah.
He'd have been better in the back 12-foot than to be sitting there.
Throwing that smooth feel, eh?
Yeah.
Well, Colton says he relishes this position.
Yep. Hard, Dan.
Last
called
rock.
it on right away.
Hard.
Certainly doesn't want to jam this. They made the decision to call off, try to go the other way. It does jam pretty solid and actually leaves it in the rings for shot rock. That's significant because now that little biter at the edge of the 12-foot is not going to come into play.
So a reprieve here for Brady Kendall.
All right, bud.
Let's go, boys. Hair more, eh?
Yeah, just a hair more. Make it good. Make him shoot, eh? Yeah.
For Brady Kendall, another chance to make the same shot he tried on his first one. Just needs to add about 4 feet more weight. Hit this at the side of the button.
Line's good.
7.
Okay, line's fine.
So
Colton
I think it's
Flash
T
will
line.
have to
A
draw.
little bit of room.
Line only.
Hole's in. Hole you're gonna be in. Wait on it, wait on it. Wait on it. Close. Close.
Looks like a pretty nice line coming by the guard. It's a question now, where is it going to stop?
Good shot.
Oh, wait.
Good shot.
Comes
Okay,
to rest
so
just
T-line
outside
needed
the back
here.
of the forefoot.
Lots of time, bud.
So to find out the first team that's going to make our page playoff system, Colton Flash needs to find a piece of the forefoot, or else it's going to be Brady Kendall moving on.
All right, Flash.
Right on the bucket.
Yep, right on the bucket.
So as we said, the winner will go on to the page. The loser drops to a B semifinal. That will be this evening, and that will be against the winner of Jacobson and Virtue. So huge shot here for Colton.
Last rock of this A final, Colton Flash looking to find a piece of the forefoot.
Good pass.
Brushers are
Running.
cleaning.
It's on the good stuff. It's running. Not curling yet. Take a look. Not curling yet. Starting to curl now. No. Not curling yet.
It's close.
There it
That
goes.
curl
there it
is what
goes.
they're looking
Really
for
going.
because that's when they know the weight comes off.
Clean. Good shot, Flash. Atta boy.
Colton Flash
There we go.
puts that stone back edge of the button, picks up his single point, and the win in the A final here.
Shane Brady, good luck. Good game.
That leaves just one game in this noon draw left to be decided, and only 2 rocks left to come. That's sheet 1. We're going to turn our attention over to that right now. Ryan Dice, Scott Bitts tied up coming home. Ryan Dice needs a run back to even make Scott Bitts throw his last one, and makes it. There you can see the situation right
Looks
now.
like he
Scott
needs
Bitts
the-
has second shot at the top of the forefoot.
Might need the double tap on his yellows.
Could play the slash double on the reds too.
14-34.
So which one do you know? Doesn't have to move it very far.
So again, this game is 3 back in the B event. The winner will move will move on to the B semifinal tonight to play Steve Laycock. And the loser goes to 3 back in the C event.
Kim Hodson is standing by with Colton Flash. We'll get to them in just a moment. I want to take a look at this last shot here by Scott Bitts. Rory Golanowski on the left side as we look at it, just cleaning, waiting for the line. Now they pick it up at the hog line. Makes the double tap right to the red stone. Scott Bitts will pick up his single point, and that's a victory for the Bitts team. And as I said, Colton Flash standing by with Kim Hudson. Kim?
Yeah, I have Colton here. Great last draw and a great game, Colton. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Ninth end was interesting.
Yeah, it was. Pulled a little bonehead move on my first one, not peeling, and then made a great shot on my second one, and then he made even a better shot on his, so he earned his deuce, and it was a good end.
I agree totally. Did the sweepers get any extra credit for your last one in 9?
Oh, I think they did. They held that really straight.
I agree. The last one in 9 and your great judging in 10 as well. Yeah, great team effort. Anything changed now? Now you're into the playoffs. You're in that 1-2 game going into the weekend?
Nothing changes. You know, we got our goal. One was to make the 1-2 game, and now we have to get her done on the weekend.
Awesome. Well, continued success and good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
All right, we want to thank everyone for joining us here again this afternoon. We will be back on the air at 4 o'clock for B quarterfinal action, and for those wanting to watch on SaskTel Max, that draw tonight at 8 o'clock.